Welcome to episode 5 of the Critically Unfocused podcast.
Five
Cinco,
of
we
them
made it,
things.
baby. Um, you are joined here today by myself, Blake,
Jamal.
Jamal up here in the right hand corner, and Tyrell in the bottom right now, holding it down there on the screen by himself. That's the good screen when you was playing like N64 3-player. One person that got the big one.
Got the big bezel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not sharing no real estate this week.
Tonio may or may not be joining us later. We will see. He got a new couch. Congratulations to him. Everybody clap it up. Clap it up. Round of applause for my man.
New place for his girl to send him to sleep.
You know?
Feel like he'll deserve it at some point.
Clapping it up for that couch for the job is about to be doing holding them up. That's what we really need to be clapping it up for.
You are a sick nigga.
Everything is terrible. Everything.
All of it.
No, shout out to him on that couch though.
So how is everybody doing, man? What's going on with y'all? What's up with you, Jamal? How's your week been? How you feeling
good,
today?
man. I got one day at work left tomorrow, and then I'm on vacation next week.
How long you on vacation for?
Just the whole week. Then I go back Monday. Then I'm off Tuesday.
Man, fuck that. What you about to do on vacation?
Yeah.
No, I'm still at the house. I just took a week off.
That's
like, we do our calendar picks. I just took this week and I forgot a game up. So you just gotta take some time off work and relax, man.
I fully expect to see you on Breakpoint next week with me and Blake.
Yeah, I gotta. After I beat some of my Hornman games, I'll make some space and.
You got multiple Hornman games to beat.
No, I got. Yeah,
all right, save those. We are going to get to that. You know.
How about y'all? Y'all been good?
Yeah, man. You know, nothing eventful for your boy this week. Just trying to, get the summer body right. Been on the bike heavy. Been in the gym heavy this week. Waking up at the ass crack of dawn to get this work in. But other than that, it's just working, coming home, chilling, man. Getting my research on for the pod. Really putting the time in.
You putting the work in on the back end.
Yeah. I'm about to show y'all what's up later.
How the streets been treating you on the bike, man? Have they been kind to you out there?
As a matter of fact, no.
No.
I was on my way home from work today. This old white man in this Mustang going, "Yo, get out the road." I have this argument in my head, like, nigga, have you ever seen a fucking bike lane on a sidewalk? Where am I supposed to go? What's the second part of the word sidewalk? Why would I be on the sidewalk? That don't make no goddamn sense. Where else would I be?
See, and I think it's a misconception that people have that don't ride bikes that you should just be on the sidewalk. But the sidewalk is treacherous as hell and arguably more dangerous because not only do you have to deal with pedestrian traffic, but it's not set up for you just go a consistent speed steadily. Like you're ducking and dodging all kinds of shit. That people got their garbage cans on the sidewalk, the telephone pole.
You can go several blocks without the little, the divot shit that walks into the sidewalk. I'm not doing bunny hops. Fuck out of here. I'm about to start carrying an egg in my backpack just to smack niggas with it.
I became a regular in the bike shop when I was in college because of that. Hopping on and off of curbs. Like you do it correctly, 8 out of 10 times, but those 2 times you might pop your tire.
Yep. I did just get some new tubeless tires last week that have been treating me nice. It's like riding on 2 little air bubbles, which is nice. They're real smooth ride. Haven't gotten a flat yet, which I was averaging a flat every week and a half. So
wow,
it's nasty out here. Yeah, the trip to the mall is not great as far as bullshit on the road. But other than that, it's been good. But if you see me on my bike, I might hit your car with an egg if you pop slick starting today.
All right, we feeling yourself too much. Just remember, they're in 2-ton metal cages, and you're out here on some pedals.
You're right. I might have to keep the act right with me, hit him with that pow.
Even then, you better be John Wick.
Don't test me.
Hit your ass. You be sidewalk spaghetti.
I know you're not at the range practicing shooting off a bike.
Hey, you sent me that video. I know exactly what I need to do to start practice.
He's on the handlebars.
He was on the handlebars, accurate as hell, and didn't slow down at all. I don't know what he was training for. Nah. What about you, Blake? What's new in the life of the stay-at-home papa?
It's been cool, man. Just been it's actually been a super chill week. Weather's been nice out here. Nothing really crazy going on. We got a friend from college coming in tomorrow to stay the night before she heads up to New Jersey, I believe, to do some nursing type of stuff. But that'd be cool. Have guests. So
what's up?
Other than that, yeah, nothing really crazy going on over here, man. The night.
Cool.
So
Well, let's get straight into the bullshit.
yeah, let's press on down the agenda, man. No, we're not moving on to games yet. We got some current events to cover because they back at it again. Them people,
Boy,
the real national pastime, killing black people.
Behavior, they can't be right.
So rest in peace, Dante Wright. Unfortunate situation happening out in the Twin Cities again. While they're still wrapping up the first situation, not the first, but the last most popular, I should say. But
crazy, it's the same area. That's what's really crazy about it.
Yeah, you're talking about like blocks away from the courthouse where old boy's on trial. Just absolutely insane. Do you want to give the background of the situation? Someone else want to do it?
Yeah. So Dante Wright was the individual that was gunned down by, what was the cop's name? Kelly Eat a Dick or something like that. I don't know.
Porter.
Yeah, Kelly Porter. He was pulled over. The original report was that he was pulled over for a air freshener, which is illegal, but seems like
multiple.
Seems like we're only gonna pull you over when we want to fuck with you.
You probably have the black ice up there.
That's what it was. The black ice. But then I guess they said it was his tabs were expired. They asked him to get out of the car. He called his mom on the phone. She's listening in because it was her car formerly. She just gave to him, so he called her for the insurance info. So she hears them ask him to step out of the car. He asks for what, gets out of the car, and apparently they say, we'll tell you when you get out. And then he goes to get back in the car, which is when they open fire on him and shoot him. The officer, Kim Potter, who did shoot him, said she meant to shoot her taser because tasers and pistols are very close in color, size, and weight. And we often get those things confused. This woman was a 25-year-old or 25-year vet, so older. She'd been on the police force longer than this young man had been alive.
I think 26. I think it was 26.
25 or 26. And she was the former head of the police union. So it seems like she might know exactly what to say to get out of situations like this. But was also training another officer at the time. So a great example for the future police that we have. But yeah, a young man lost his life over maybe a warrant that he had, which is the reason they asked him to step out of the car. But it's looking nasty in Minnesota. They can't get it together no matter the circumstances. They just can't stop killing us. All over the country, but there specifically, it's like, God damn.
It is like the whole the whole start of the interaction being based on him having air pressure taken up in the rearview mirror. Like I whatever hazard or they may or may not cause to you driving, it just seems wild. Like as dangerous as traffic stops seem to be for all parties involved, that you would even initiate one over something like that.
Exactly. That's my thought. Is like you tell us that's. I was reading something that essentially police officers are trained that every police interaction on the side of the road can lead to you being ambushed. There's going to be somebody in the back seat or another car driving by. It's the most dangerous situation you can put yourself in. But they continually are pulling. Oh, your taillight was out. You had a blinker out. You had this and that. Like, there has to be a better system than making contact with people for. Like Sandra Bland was pulled over because her blinker was out, I think, or her taillight was out. Philando Castile was pulled over because the taillight was out. Like, you have my address on my registration. Run my tab. Send me a letter that says, "Hey, you got 10 days to fix your taillight or a ticket's coming your way." Like, it doesn't need to be, oh, you're pulled over and, oh, I smelled weed and now this and now that. Like, just creating a dangerous situation.
Like, if it's going to be something like a taillight or whatever, I feel like if you're pulling someone over because of a taillight or specifically a taillight, I feel like that should just be like as far as you can go with that is just like a written warning. Like, and it should be that like, hey, just letting you know this is out. It's kind of dangerous. Just get it fixed ASAP. You got this. If you get pulled over again and you have this, or we're in the books for this and this isn't fixed still, then it'll be a ticket or something like that.
Fine or something.
Because you don't really know your taillight's out until somebody tells you your taillight's out.
Exactly. Like, yeah, if that's the reason why you're pulling somebody over, it should literally just be a conversation and move on. Like, hey, I'm just looking out for you. This is dangerous. People might not be able to see whatever. For your own well-being and everyone else around you, just, hey, make sure you run down and get this fixed or whatever. It shouldn't be like, oh, let me run you in the system now and see what warrants you have. Like, if you really cared about like these air fresheners, just pull me over, tell me to take them down, bro. Well, you out the way.
Yeah.
Like, if it's really that big of a deal, like, what you running all this other stuff for? Like, what are you worried about? Like,
it's just, I don't know. It's getting to an insulting point of like, we pulled you over for nothing. We got you out the car for like the warrant, I guess, was for a missed court date, like something that's not violent. He
Mm-hmm.
wasn't on the run. Like all the situation escalated several steps because of, oh, you had a traffic ticket in the past and you didn't pay it. Like it should never get to these points, and it's getting to the point where it's like, damn, we get to see a lot of other situations handled with so much grace and so much tact, and then when it's whether it's a 13-year-old kid in Chicago running from the cops, oh, we think he might have maybe had a gun somewhere, so we shot him, or it's a black kid that gets pulled over, and well, he had a warrant, so that must mean he has a gun in the car and he's going to start shooting. Like the number of times that I hear of a police officer gunned down on the side of the road during a traffic stop while they were just walking into the car is
Zero. I
fraction,
don't ever hear that shit.
maybe non-zero, but damn close to zero compared to.
It's not zero, of course, but like we barely
can count.
hear it.
We can't go a week without a police shooting coming out or just a police brutality situation coming out. We've got 3 in the past 3 weeks that I can think of that we're getting video of the lieutenant that was pepper sprayed because he wanted to pull over in the light. This young man that was killed, and the kid that was killed in Chicago. Like
that's the little Spanish kid, right? Where they was like chasing him, and then they told him to stop and put his hands up.
Yeah, I haven't seen the video, but everybody's saying his hands were very clearly visible and unarmed.
Yeah,
like,
I watched that either.
Yeah, I saw it this morning, unfortunately. And then he clearly puts his hands up. The cop shoots him. He runs over to him and says, "I need an ambulance." Then he grabs the kid and asks him if he's okay after he just shot him.
No, I'm not.
Like, no, I'm not fine. You just shot me. I think I'm going to die. Like, it's freaking ridiculous. Like, why? It wasn't that serious, man. He looks super small, too. Like, it shouldn't have got to that point, man. And he complied. He stopped, put his hands up, and then he shoots him.
And I don't know what the change is. Like the abolish police shit. Like, okay, we all see the flaws with that, but like this system don't seem like it's anywhere. We don't got to get super deep into it, but this system don't seem anywhere close to being reformed. If you can kill someone, and all of us go in with the expectation of you might get a slap on the wrist, or because we're all watching, maybe you'll get fired and you lose your pension and go to jail. But the odds of that are happening just are
it's not going to be a quick process to fix any of this. It wasn't a quick process to get to this point, and it's not going to be a quick process to fix it. I mean, there was more pressure and heat and eyes and knowledge and learning and everything that happened from like last summer until now. So to see it still going on, it is a shocker, but at the same time, it's like you're talking about police forces which are controlled by cities, which there are hundreds of thousands, not millions of across the United States, and then you have sheriff's officers or counties, federal police. Like there's a lot of different moving parts in this that they all probably have their own issues, and they all have their own people that are electing officials to handle these issues, and elected officials who have different beliefs on these issues. So none of it's going to happen quickly. They made, I think, like some sort of executive type changes in the Twin Cities last summer, after George Floyd was killed. But even those, like, you're still talking about probably most of the people who are on the force now were on the force then. Whatever they learned and whatever they learned on the job is not going to go away just because of one summer. Like it's like she said, 26 years on the force with this lady. So it's unfortunate. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's like, it's tiring. It's like, how does this keep happening? Like these unbelievable headlines of people getting gunned down by those supposed to protect us. But like, you just gotta persevere, like, because people have been fighting for way longer than we've been alive, and there's been progress made in our lifetimes, and there'll be progress made after our lifetimes. It's just, it's not going to happen quickly because none of this happens quickly. It's just not set up that way.
The frustrating is just that, like, the punishment is never there. If one of us two get into it, one of us shoot, kill somebody, one of us is going to jail forever. But when they do it, they're so protected, and like it's frustrating.
See. I mean, things have been changing on that end too. I mean, Amber Geiger's still locked up. She has an appeal, I think, at the end of this month. We'll see what happens with that. But
how many years did she get, though?
I think 10 or 15 or something like that.
That bitch gonna be 4 or 5, and that bitch will be right out.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know. I mean, people like that. Civilians can get out in a similar amount of time too. It doesn't happen all the time, but like, there's a lot of cases.
Her situation, like, you're off duty in your apartment complex. I don't want any police protection. It doesn't even matter that you're a cop at that point.
Yeah, like, that one.
You walked in somebody else's house and shot him. Like, whatever the punishment.
You deserve to go to jail forever.
Yeah, we're dealing with a situation like that here, where the sheriff, the Pierce County sheriff, Ed Troyer, was trying to play super cop at 2 a.m. in the morning and saw, or 4 a.m. in the morning and saw a newspaper delivery man in his neighborhood and decided to follow him, and then called the police saying his life was being
Oh,
threatened.
yeah, I heard about that.
And the way the news story framed it was so wild because they said the police response uh, was second only to what you would get if a LARHAR was called in, which is essentially if Mount Rainier blew up.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a lava river.
yeah, like lava
What the
river,
fuck?
nigga in the street. Those are the
Yep.
two highest police responses you can get. It's insane.
Oh, that's
I've
ridiculous.
I've done not the same job as that the actual carrier of the newspaper stuff, but when I was like I used to go door to door get people to sign up for the paper. And this was like after school, and so like when it's like more towards winter months, like it gets dark like 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm walking around these neighborhoods I've never been in before with just like a bag on my hip, asking people, hey, do you want to sign up for the News Tribune? Like,
You're a big ass kid.
no, yeah, and I think about this a lot, like just because I've grown and like learned a lot, like since I've been an adult, like really in like the last like 4 years, I've learned a lot. And as a kid, like I was oblivious to a lot of the things that the world had in store for me because of the color of my skin. I didn't face a lot of those things, and when I did face them, I didn't necessarily see them as because of that. I just felt like that was just my life. That's how things are, and that's just it is what it is, right? So even like during the whole entire thing where I'm walking around delivering these papers, like I didn't associate the risk and how scary that should have been for me. I was just more concerned that like I couldn't get anybody to sign up for the goddamn paper, and everybody on my team was killing.
You're not thinking like that when you were a kid, though. When you should,
Hell
you
nah.
should. But that's
No,
just,
but so this was like my first like on my second official job. I was like 15 at the time. And yeah, I was everybody on my team, they were all Cambodian and like Vietnamese and Laotian. Like they were all killing it. Like if we set like over a certain number, then we got to go to Taco Bell the next day before work. And so everybody was like trying to put in and do all for the team and stuff like that. And like in my head, like I'm just crushed because like, dog, no one wants to buy the paper from me. Like this sucks. This is ass. And like I'm a terrible salesperson. I still think I am because of that. And then even
what
after,
neighborhood were you going to?
it was everywhere, bro. Like it was all over the South Sound. Like he would just drive us and sit us down somewhere. And like he had like his little the driver of the van, his name was Gus. He had like his own little heat map of like, oh, we were here and y'all did well, but we need to let it simmer for a little bit because we know like people usually stay on for this long, so we don't want to come back yet, so we'll go over here or whatever.
yeah.
But literally all over Tacoma. We even got into like Puyallup and like maybe we got to Auburn one time, but we would meet at the News Tribune and he'd just drive us to these places and we'd like walk around and come back to the van and move to another neighborhood. But even after that, like when I got pulled over with like 4 other people in my 2-door Prelude, because my car like matched the description of wanting a hit and run, and we all got pulled out and laid on the ground with like guns pointed at us by the cops and all that stuff, got cuffed, put in the back of cars. I'm still not thinking like how scary this should be for me. I'm thinking like, dude, this sucks. And my friend had weed in his pocket, and this is before it was legal in Washington because we just went to Hemp Fest and went to the Taste of Tacoma. I'm like, hopefully nothing comes of this. And luckily nothing did come of it, but like that was still like a super scary situation that had I been me today, I would be way more afraid of. But it's just it's wild. Like, because I say that to say like I've learned so much more about like what has been going on and what is going on, and just sort of the risk and issues and problems that people with our color skin seem to face like for hundreds and hundreds of years. And you would think I would know that my entire life because I am who I am, but no, you don't. And so it's like everybody else is growing as well, and it's just going to take time. Like,
it is what it is, man.
No, definitely getting old. I definitely realized like why my parents was like so like kind of strict on me doing certain shit and being out and hanging out with certain people, especially like raising like a young black kid, like a man too. It's like, man, you don't know what's out there, especially when you like. I'm sure you guys' parents talk to you like right when you start getting ready to drive and all that stuff. And
oh yeah. That was lesson 1 behind the wheel.
No, yeah. That was like
they were vague. Like they were, and it wasn't like. I learned plenty of other stuff. Like my mom taught me plenty of other stuff. My dad taught me plenty of other stuff. But like as far as like the being fearful and aware part, like no.
It was just an overabundance of respect. Like, turn the car off, put the keys on the
Yep.
dash, put your hands on the wheel, roll the window down before they get there. So like by the time they're there, you don't need to move. Period.
Yep.
So
All that shit.
I wasn't even looking at it like, oh, I need to be afraid. It was just like, be ready so that nothing can happen, and just be extremely respectful so that they don't even feel like you're on no different type of shit. Which I guess in the end is a type of fear, but
And I think I got pulled over before my dad could get to me. I got pulled over like 8 times between the age of like 16 and 18.
they
Jesus
gave you
Christ.
that stick shift, and you were
Yeah,
going
and I only got
hammer.
2 tickets.
God,
I only got 2 tickets. Everything else was like just a warning or whatever.
yeah.
And nothing like was really wild. I never really felt like the only time I felt something was off was I was leaving my aunt's house on Hilltop. I didn't get pulled over this time, but a cop is driving towards me and I'm driving towards them and I'm about to take a right. They're going straight. They just like flash like the light on the side of the car. They shine that into my car as I'm driving, but never say anything to me.
Yeah.
That's
And who
Yeah,
knows like what
That's
that was
fucking
about,
insane.
but like the
Yeah.
neighbor, I don't know, the neighborhood
I
could
would
have been whatever.
I would have just parked my car somewhere or something. I don't went to somebody's house.
I was so close to my house, like
Yeah.
so I was like,
That sounds like
Yeah,
you're about
see,
to quit.
that's hella close to be over there. I'd have been shot. I don't think I would have
Yeah.
drove for like 2-3 days.
I've had an actually surprising amount of success with getting pulled over. Like, part of it is like I'm more nice than I need to be, and they're like, oh, I'll give you a warning for
You
doing a
have to,
U-turn
bro.
here, like some stupid shit like that. But like, I don't know. I've always chalked it up to just being uber respectful. You get a warning more than a ticket and shit like that.
yeah, I feel like it's, I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like most in my mind, like most people are good people and they're not trying to do nothing to take nobody out their way. It
And
only takes a few to
I do think
ruin the
that is
whole
the case
fucking
with
pot.
cops. Like, some of them do want to like just push your buttons to see if they can get you to react, but like some of them might just have a quicker trigger. Like, oh, I could move in the wrong way and it gets you to do something. As long as you don't do that, like the interaction should be
Yeah.
fine. But as
You're
long as you
bringing
don't
your
do
fear
nothing,
into this situation where
yeah,
I can't be fearful. Like my fear doesn't do anything for me except get me killed,
Nah,
and your
man.
fear is
Yeah.
going to get me killed too. So it's like,
You scared, you stuttering over words and shit, you fidgeting and moving, you scared
And,
them.
oh,
Yeah.
are you lying, young man? What are you so
oh
nervous
my
about?
god,
Nigga,
drop the
you.
registration when you're taking it out the glove box. Now you got to reach on the floor. You're fucking dead.
Like, bro, I don't want to touch shit. I know last
Nope.
time I got pulled over, there was like an accident at an intersection, and then so I drove like around it to go through the light, and then like maybe like 30 seconds later, I heard these cop flash at the cop sirens, whatever. And they pulled me over. I'm like, yo, what the fuck did I do? I roll my window down hella fast, and I'm just fucking scared as fuck. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, oh, did you see there was a, I'm like, oh, why'd you drive around? I thought there was an accident or something. He's like, oh no, somebody's car was thing, and you still gotta wait and all that stuff. And he asked me for my license, my registration, and he asked me like where I work and stuff. And I'm clearly in my work uniform still. And he just kind of being a dick.
Where you work, boy?
No, don't. We're not saying people play for employment. So I learned.
Yeah. Nah, it was ridiculous, but still, I was like, I clearly have a job that is very visible.
You know this uniform.
And the logo is right here. It's an animal.
He might have thought you was coming from a freaky costume party.
It was like fucking 5:30.
I've heard of them dancing
on
bears.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, well, just go.
Like, oh, you one of the village people.
Stupid.
All right, so Blake, I didn't read this article that you put in here about the Nike like refurbished shit. What's that about?
So more or less, basically, what Nike is doing, they're taking things that were returned items that people bought, and similar to how like their outlets and I think the factory store isn't returns, right? The factory store is like something else.
I think the factory
The
store
factory
is
store's
like
like an outlet store.
yeah, it's like out of production shit, like shoes that they stopped making, or
Okay.
and the like overage of those, like the overstock.
So like their outlet stores, it'll have things that people brought back that like weren't there wasn't anything wrong with them. It was just for whatever reason people didn't want them anymore. So now Nike took them back in. Nike refurbished. They're taking those shoes and rather than just having them in the outlet stores, they're going to have them inside actual Nike stores too, in the back. And it's just part of their push to get towards like I think zero emissions or whatever. Try to lower their carbon footprint and all that. But I think it's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Don't know they start with like 15 stores they said, and I don't know how many Nike just straight up retail locations there are around everybody. It seems like most of the time I go to malls, it's like either a shoe store, it's not a Nike store. But either way, it could just be a way forward.
There'll probably be like so like people bring the shoes back and like sometimes the boxes will be fucked up, so they'll probably just like discard the box and they'll sell the shoe without a box, and then like you can get shit cheaper without the box. Even on like
you can always
the resale app, like if you find like a shoe without the box, it might be like $30-$40 cheaper.
Yeah, I think I got a pair of Forces that came with no top to the box before, but yeah, no, it's not a big thing. Like,
who gives a fuck about the box? Unless it's like a special box for like a certain kind of shoe, then you don't really care.
Yeah,
it's not worth it, especially to save that extra bit of money. I know I bought some Kobe's. They're normally like high 200s. I got them for like $220 without the box.
Damn.
This was years ago. Can't get Kobe's now, of course.
Nah, sit on those a little bit.
R.I.P.
But yeah, that was basically it. This is a little quick story. I thought that was a cool thing. Probably see more stuff like that in the future from other outlets and whatnot.
Cut down emissions.
Yeah, just all that greenhouse gas and stuff associated with making shoes. Because there's a lot of shit, especially if it comes to like the leather. There's like a lot of like water and chemicals that have to go into that. So if you can not just trash something and just put it back on the shelf for someone else to buy, it's probably a plus.
And I'm sure when it's like, oh, this is a return now, it's got to be shipped back to Nike just for them to go put it in another outlet store.
And that's, again, emissions.
We can sell it right here.
Because you ain't shipping it in a injection tube. This is going on something with an engine.
Yeah, exactly.
Tonio, what up, man? We're gonna run you through the intro real quick just so you can get the people what you want to get them. You hear me?
What's up, man? How are y'all today? Can y'all hear me?
We good. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm an adult today, so I feel productivity.
Okay. You want to?
Jumping up to how y'all been?
We've been good. We already explained that to the audience. We're trying to get you explained to the audience.
Well, everybody, I'm good, man. Just a long little week, but we here.
All right.
To chop it up with my sons.
We already wrapped up the sort of the topic on Dante Wright and I guess police brutality as a whole. But if you have anything you want to get off your chest, feel free to do so at the moment. I don't want to bother you that.
Basically, yeah, to that extent.
All right.
Nobody deserves to lose their life no matter what's going on with these people. I always go portray people to be what the opposite of what really happens to cover up shit, and it's just a vicious cycle. That's all I gotta say.
Amen.
How informative. Thank you.
He said a lot with saying a little, man.
The asshole of the day.
You know where you at.
He'll be an asshole. Corey's an asshole at least one time towards me every week. I noticed that now.
I've gotten a couple reviews. That's people's favorite part of the show.
Us being dickheads to Tonio?
Yes.
It's all the iTunes comments. It says like we just love when you guys get on Tonio.
That Noodles on make fun of Buddy. Noodles was funny. That shit is making fun of Buddy. You're like, yo, what happened to your homeboy that got hit? I was like, what? I was like, oh,
yeah. You mean the meat crayon?
Shout out to Buddy, man. He's on IR right now.
Shout out Big Bud. If you need one on 2K, hit up Buddy. Buddy Fofic 24.
Whatever console.
Yeah, just hit up 2K live. He got you.
Buddy will play every video game.
Hit him up. He's ready to run. All right. Speaking of games, let's get down to it, man. It looks like Xbox having some trouble with their first party titles. This is no surprise to nobody because they launch window up. Not that PlayStation did any better, but goddamn.
What does Xbox have any? What's the new game that's come out on their new console? Anything
on the new console?
I'm not even fucking around. I don't know.
No, Halo got pushed back. Remember, because the head director,
Flight Simulator,
quit. So I think they say they want Halo to come out next winter. That's like their goal.
I think there's a game in the Ori series that it came out for the Series X and S.
Is that on PlayStation also?
System came out.
Yeah,
Ori
of the Wisp.
Ori and the Blind Force, and then the second one is Will of the Wisp, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. Tell me.
I think that was out before the new consoles.
That's not before the new consoles, huh?
But if they did the little PlayStation does this too, y'all don't try to act different now where they slap a little upgrade on it and like, oh, look at you could do the ray tracing. Enjoy your console.
Hey, we got Miles Morales, and that's better than anything Xbox got. I don't want.
I got Miles Morales. You right? They got Halo
nigga,
Reach.
You got the console. What do you mean, y'all?
Nigga said Halo Reach, bro. You know,
It looks better now. I be playing it on my computer.
nah. When's the last time you played Halo Reach?
Literally like last week.
Like 2
For
weeks
real?
ago, I do some shit like
Yeah.
that.
Blake just be turning shit on to say he played it.
Yeah, you be bored as hell
He's
sometimes.
like, I want this to pop up at the top of my Steam library.
I've been telling y'all since 2012 to get a computer.
Was Reach after 3 or was it before 3?
I think after, yeah.
Okay. Reach was the shit. Reach is the one that had the abilities. Remember?
That's hard.
Where they
Yeah.
had like,
put my cap on for the capper.
oh, you're stupid as fuck. Wow.
I haven't been telling y'all since like 2012 to get a computer?
Got a fitted
It ain't been
turn.
that long.
It has been, because you know how I know? When the PlayStation 4 came out, I said these are gonna be the last consoles, to be the last one that I buy too. And I said in the time from here till now, till whenever the next thing is, y'all have plenty of time to get a computer. I said that then. I know Tyrell remembers this. I had this conversation with him.
This is true. Blake gave me hella computer parts. I took him to his house to put it together. He turned them shit into a microwave.
Again, you should have done that. You should have looked it up yourself and figured out how to do it.
I forgot about that.
I was young in the game and was not doing that professionally yet. So
Damn, that was a long time ago. I remember that now.
yeah.
Holy shit.
But
My
either
bad, I
way,
fried your shit.
yeah, like I've been saying, like, get a computer, bro. This is what I consider my
We're poor.
home console now. You're
yeah.
not. We're gonna do this. Are we doing this?
Don't buy my packets.
I need another stimulus.
Y'all are lying. You don't need another.
Anyway.
Yeah. So either way, Perfect Dark and Everwild looks like they are years away from coming out.
Was Everwild the game where like you're in like the forest, you could like transform into like different animals and shit?
Yeah.
No, I'm dead serious. Is that it?
We
I
don't
don't fucking know.
If that's
I
what
put
I'm
this on here because
dog,
Perfect Dark.
I saw that at dude, they showed that at E3 maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Sounds about right.
It looks like kind of cartoony. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. It looks
maybe.
like you might be transforming in this.
Yeah, I feel like you could turn into like a bird and shit and all kind of shit.
Damn, a bird? They gotta push back the bird transformation? That's crazy.
I think so. The next story was
that
that BioShock. The next BioShock is going to be open world, and I don't know if I'm here for that.
Were you here for the other BioShock?
BioShock Infinite was
Yeah,
fire.
that last BioShock was tight. It wasn't an open world though.
Did you beat it?
Nah, it was pretty like.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I finished that game. Why are you like this? What's happening right now? I feel like I beat it before you guys.
I don't know if you beat it before me. Because that's when I had GameFly. I was going to beat those games hella fast to send them back.
The last
you did because I didn't beat it.
Wow, you was like the only person I knew that took hella advantage of GameFly.
Yeah. Shakur put me on GameFly. That's how I found Last of Us.
Tonio don't know shit about nobody, man. It's crazy.
Fuck no, I'm over here like sheesh.
Man.
I don't know like if I'm a big fan of like open world first person games for some reason. I don't know why. It just doesn't kind of feel the same to me.
You know, I was GameFly in Dreamcast games.
Shut the hell up.
Y'all weren't outside. It's cool, man. I understand. It's all right.
I literally
Hollywood
wasn't outside.
Shut up.
Yeah, that was like hell yeah. No way you was doing it.
I wasn't.
Games.
Yeah, I wasn't.
That was definitely back in the day where like GameFly was a concept to me, and I was not asking my parents for GameFly. We'll go.
I was watching like Arena on G4 and Blast. You don't even remember Blast? Blast before.
I remember. No, wait, you really like GameFly to Dreamcast game?
Blake had a beautiful childhood.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I don't remember none of this.
You not trolling?
No, I don't. I'm almost positive I was GameFly and Dreamcast games. I had that a long ass time ago. My mom she got Netflix on disc and she found out about GameFly and got me that. And I started out with just getting one game, and then I took it over myself and I was paying for 2 games a month. But like I was level 3 rewards and shit.
2003, 2004. I'm sure.
Was it that early? No.
I think I got rid of my Dreamcast in like 2003, if I'm not mistaken.
How close together were Dreamcast and GameCube?
Right, like one and then the other. I
was definitely GameFly and GameCube.
Yeah, that's not crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was doing it for Dreamcast too.
I used to be afraid.
I don't remember playing Dreamcast in like middle school. I was probably off of it by then.
It died quick, but you know.
Hey, Dreamcast was the shit.
It was.
My dad's friend, we put a chip in ours. We used to have all the burnt games on there.
Oh yeah. Now my boy Dennis, I think his uncle had a chipped one, and you always told me about it, but I didn't know anything about that back then.
No, that was the shit. My dad do all the little scammer shit back in the day.
burn them. I had a homeboy who used to burn video games. I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, we had a chip PS2 too.
Like, yo,
You had a chip PS2?
PS2 or PS1.
That's insane.
It might have been a PS. Well, I know, like when we did it, we had 2 consoles. Cause I remember my dad. Damn, it was like kind of like by where Mega Foods used to be at, like some houses over there. My dad used to go over there. He was like $5 a game. Just some random dude my dad knew. We had like games and all kind of shit.
A similar story to that. It wasn't. We didn't get no games. I remember one time I was with my dad and we went to like some alley on the east side. And we were just sitting there and the dude came out or whatever, and like we came away with a
They got an 8-ball.
Nah. it was a cracked, I think either cable box or satellite box, but that was like the one.
Everybody had that cracked cable box. The one with like the one that looked like a PT Cruiser with the wood grain on it.
Nah, ours wasn't. Ours didn't look wild. It was just like a black box with orange LED letters, or screen on it basically. But
and you got all the rest of the WWE.
It sound like the old that's sound like I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, and you did you have a controller with it and stuff? And there was like 2 buttons on the top.
There was like barely no buttons on it. Then I think because we had cracked satellite one time, then we had cracked cable. The cracked cable like had like another black box on the side of it too, like a splitter or something like that. But that was fun.
I've never heard of the term cracked cable.
What do you call it?
Everybody had that.
I don't even know. Yeah, I never heard of that. That's just like saying like stolen cable.
I know niggas in Tennessee stealing cable.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but I've never heard it be called that though.
Yeah, I just always heard everybody referring to it as the, hey man, you got the cable box with the wood grain on it, and you get the wrestling pay-per-views. Like
pay-per-views, it's got to be verge.
Dude, they used to have
Hollywood
because they had like the premium channels on it back then too. I think like they had like HBO.
Everything.
Cool.
How much did the service?
I wonder how much that cost.
I don't know.
What was it? What was you watching as a young kid on them channels, Core?
No, I don't think I was really. I don't think I really tried to like watch porn on that.
Nobody. He's watching. You say he's watching real sex. He's like 7.5 watching the shit.
I definitely left the house in the morning one time and waited for my dad and my mom. Well, my mom was already gone, but I waited for my dad to drive by me, and I went back to the house and I definitely watched that WWF Diva swimsuit shit on that cable box one time.
I thought it would be way more sinister than that.
Oh no, that was it.
Yeah, what was Sable doing on there?
She was giving it up.
What
exactly
does giving it up entail? In
Rita, Trish Stratus, all of them was on there. Then
Trish Stratus.
I know y'all remember when everybody had regular cable. Channel like 99 and 100. Like it was obviously like the Spice Channel and the Playboy Channel, but they would be like super blurry down. You couldn't see it. But like if you stayed up late enough, like it would like clear up for a couple minutes at a time.
I have no idea. I just watched the Bible channel.
I was not that dedicated.
Now, like if you stayed up like late enough, like that shit would be clear. You got like a 6-minute window to get your shit off.
Once VeggieTales went off, I went to sleep.
What was the time slots, Corey?
I don't know. It was probably like midnight or something though. I know I'd be hella tired.
You got first period, dozing off. Strange. You don't know what to do.
Nah, this is definitely like elementary.
Damn, you're like 9. Damn. Jesus Christ, you were like
issues.
7, 8.
I was a horny kid, bro. I used to watch Telemundo in the morning, not knowing what the fuck they were talking about.
It was a bad weather.
The weather was going crazy.
It was wired different, boy. Goddamn.
I ain't gonna cap you. I got a Roku TV. That was on Telemundo for like 45 minutes when I first got the TV. I'm like, yo,
yeah, all right.
They know
that soap opera.
I'll be watching the weather and I'll be watching the little game show where they got I don't know, they be doing some wild shit, but shout out to Telemundo.
You still be watching it?
Nah,
they got good visuals.
Nah. Come on, bro. Yeah. Speaking of Telemundo,
that was 20 years ago when I was doing this.
All right. Did y'all update your PS5s? Everyone except Tonio?
See, I'm not liking this. I'm definitely not liking it.
Hey, my bad. I'm because it's next on the list.
Did y'all update y'all weak ass PS5s? What's the update? What the update consists of? Is
some bullshit. Tyrell tried to hype it before, and then now it's nothing.
You can store your PS5 games on an external drive now, and like I think you can do share play between PS4 and PS5 now.
Tyrell pasted the shit on the thing and immediately hit the chat like, "Yo, outline updated."
because it's the first thing in there, and I don't know what squares these niggas is in, but I know these niggas don't be looking at it.
The only two people that update this shit are on the left side of your screen right now.
Hey, I was crazy.
Yeah.
I be meaning to like a motherfucker,
Nah,
but I be
shut the
like,
fuck up.
damn.
That's
All right,
cool.
anyway.
I swear to
It's cool.
God.
I think we covered most things anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm picking up my holdout lines. You guys do not want to see it. Would you guys like to see my
He said, I just post shit on my notes app, but I think of it posted in the motherfucking outline.
Yeah, you did, man. I'm like, yo, I posted something, I don't see it.
I got an outline in my book.
I was over watching that screenshot video of you and me like, this motherfucker's an asshole, but okay.
Well, I don't know what's going on with you.
What is this?
That's your outline.
Some topics.
See, Jake Palmer's been asking.
Girl, bitch, we got
This is what. So this is when you come out of nowhere with the shit. This is what you pull it from.
You can put a notebook out.
You got the death notebook.
Composition notebook.
But yeah, the PlayStation update wasn't about shit. You could just put PS5 games on your external drive now instead of storing them on your tiny ass hard drive.
I really don't feel like I'm missing anything on this weak ass system right now.
Do y'all have data caps?
Yeah, ours is a terabyte.
Oh, okay. No, that's livable. I feel like you got data caps, Shakur?
I hardly ever go over.
Yes.
Damn, you do Tonio too?
Where's data cap?
Yeah, he does. Go on.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
On your internet, do you have like how you used to have like 2 gigs on the phone? You could use a month for data.
Oh no, is it like maxed out? Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, can we move on?
No, the reason I ask is because the storing PS5 things on external drive, it makes sense. It's a plus if you have data caps because these games are big as hell. So
the only two times I ever went over my data cap was the first month I got it, and I was downloading everything. And then when I had to send my old one back and get a new one, and I had to re-download everything again.
I think if
actually going over on that shit.
Yeah, you gotta pay like what? I don't know how much you gotta pay extra.
It's like $15 per like 20 gigs or per 10 gigs or something like that.
Oh no!
Too much.
I don't know. We only went over that once. Our bill wasn't that much higher.
Okay, so you managed to stay under it most months though.
Yeah, comfortably. Like we stream literally everything, and we're always on the Wi-Fi in the house, and we usually hit like 800 gigs at the most.
Ooh.
Okay, no, that's cool. Yeah, we don't have them here. Spectrum does not have data caps, so shout out to them.
Yeah, Comcast does whatever they can to fuck you, so they definitely
do. Yep, that's what I've heard. Luckily, I have not had to sell my life to them yet.
Oh, you will.
Cherish it. It's inevitable. They're gonna buy Spectrum or something one day.
They can't. They got too much money. Plenty money. That's what they mean.
Comcast got all.
I got plenty of money.
They can't buy each other. It's probably gonna be like some monopoly shutdown type shit. It's like,
shit.
Yeah, you can't do that because they're already big as hell.
Yeah, Spectrum's on the West Coast too. I know California's on Spectrum.
We had them in Ellensburg. That was the main provider out there.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Spectrum Sports is where the Lakers play. Shout
out to our Fortnite fans, whoever's out there playing Fortnite. We fuck with you, even though we don't fuck with that game. But Aloy's coming to it, so have fun with that.
The real killer.
Aloy, the legend.
Yep, she top 5 PlayStation series going right now, holding it down. She's coming to your game to make it a little bit better. Enjoy. You're welcome.
They've been getting some hitters over there. Not that I want to play that game, but they got all the
players. Licensed content kings out there. They got everybody.
They be dropping that bag.
I swear I just seen Frieza on there the other day.
Wow.
Wouldn't surprise me though. I feel like I have some Dragon Ball Z shit. I know I see every Marvel and DC damn character in Fortnite.
Hell yeah, twice. All right, we can move on to the TVs, movie / podcast section. Main.
Say what?
We're gonna move on to the TVs, movies, and podcast section. If y'all wanna. This is a moment where you plug anything that you have been watching that isn't Snowfall, Invincible, or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because we will talk about those. So anything you have been watching or watched that you want to bring up or talk about at the moment, now's your chance.
We've been watching.
Top Boy getting good. That shit's getting good as fuck.
What?
Oh, Top Boy.
Yeah.
Top Boy?
It's getting really good.
They wilding out there.
The part I'm at now is where the one chick that told about what's her name, Layton, that told her that she told her exposed Sully's location.
Yeah.
and her sister done beat her ass and kicked her out.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
I'm at that part now.
Oh my god, her sister wild on
literally
her.
the last part I'm at is where Duchesne pulled up at her house, his girl's house, looking for her, and she had her hid. So that's the last part I've seen, but I need to catch
Just wait till you there's a twist at the end.
I'm ready for it. I want to watch it. It's tight though. And I have been watching Invincible too. That shit is getting tight.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. That's just part of the staple programs because we all watch those. I don't know we all watch those.
What episode is this? 6 now?
We're not talking about that shit right now, man.
I'm saying I'm behind. That's all I'm saying.
I'm on 4, so yeah, I'm catching up.
You want to say it one more time, Blake?
So if you have anything that's not Snowfall, Invincible, or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and want to plug it now.
So me and Amir have been watching the second season of The Circle on Netflix. Just came out. It's trash reality TV, but it's fucking.
I hate
hilarious.
that fucking. I watched the first one.
They fucking It's essentially these people are in an apartment by themselves, and you have to like it's like social media Survivor. Like you're all in the same apartment building, and you have to like you be the most popular person from day to day or week to week, and not get voted out. But you don't get to see people, so you can catfish. So there's an old gay dude on there who's playing a young gay dude who's actually straight. One chick is on there playing her husband, posing as a single father. So it's pretty interesting, but it's just funny to watch the people because they'll very quickly, like after 2-3 conversations, like, oh my God, this is a person I could be friends with outside of this house. And it's like, this is a man that you're talking to. This is not who you think it is. Like, it's on Netflix.
It's funny though, because at the end, they'll be like, oh, this person got to be exposed. And then you get to see if the person's real or not after like they get voted out.
Once you get voted out, you go visit somebody and they end up being catfish or some shit. It's pretty entertaining. And then we watched that damn, I can't think of the name of it now. That Joey Badass movie on Netflix.
Watch that too. Oh yeah.
The little short 30-minute joint. Two Distant Strangers is the name of it.
So this isn't sorry, I'm going back to The Circle. Is this like a scripted show or this is like a reality TV show?
It's reality TV. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's literally social media Survivor.
It is weird because like they'll have like a TV there and it's like your computer screen and a woman to talk to all of y'all at the same time and be like, you so and so go to this area here and talk and stuff like that. They even got like a blind dating show like that. They never see
Married at First Sight. That shit was funny too. The Married at First Sight shit was funny because the two black people got together and and the minute they met, that nigga like he told the chick he was bisexual, but he did it in like the most abrasive way possible, and was just like immediately was like, if you don't accept me right now, we can never. And she's like, damn, can I get a minute to like process? We just got to know each other. You didn't even tell me. So then she walked out singing Beyonce, telling him to kiss her ass.
It's that same show?
No, it was a different show that Tony brought up. But yeah, anyway, we watched the Two Distant Strangers, Joey Badass shit, which is like Groundhog Day, where Joey Badass keeps getting smoked by a cop over and over and over again. And then he appeals to the cop's better nature, and the cop still kills him. Fuck the police again.
Bro, they with the whole scene, like with them like getting close to. That's what fucked up.
Bonding like a motherfucker.
My bad. I didn't sorry. I didn't ask y'all what you're playing at the moment. I just started giving out gaming news.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, that's fine.
We ain't playing nothing different than last week.
Playing 2K and Call of Duty.
We ain't playing nothing different. But yeah, that's all I've got for shows.
Oh, I'm going to tell you, Tyrell, that we went to Giselle's parents' house to go watch for her birthday last weekend, and like my homeboy told me about this show you guys might like. It's called More to Love. So I cut it on and we're watching the nigga. The first scene, nigga, is some nigga eating some pussy right on there, like literally the first scene, bro. And I'm like, yo, I didn't know this show was like this. Literally like the first like 2 minutes, bro in there, like munching her down. Giselle's parents are sitting in there.
That's gotta be hella awkward.
I'm like, damn, I didn't know they was getting it in like that. Said you gotta. That's my homeboy.
You did that to us before. You told us like check out some show on Netflix, see if you make it past the first 2 minutes.
Oh my god! But that's different though. I didn't recommend you to watch the entire show.
What show was you talking about?
That was wild. Yeah.
Don't worry about a horn man.
Bro, did you watch it?
I did.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you gotta do a reaction video to that or something, Shakur. You probably sit there and just stare at that.
He's like, oh,
yeah.
Y'all see that
he was like that.
Have y'all
it's-
seen it?
Oh shit! You're talking about the shit on HBO Max? Yeah. You should-
yeah,
It-
show.
Of HBO.
Hey, it's not that freaky afterwards.
It's just
Yeah, I don't think
a
so.
wow.
But there was just the first scene that threw it off. Like, oh
I was
snap!
talking about it last week, the More to Love show, where he puts the chip in the chick's brain so he can like see
Nah.
her. It's like see through her eyes.
Oh, that
But yeah,
wasn't it.
In the first scene, he's eating her out because he has like he makes her go through like a ritualistic.
That's not what it was. This is something else.
No, not what you're talking about. You're talking about the movie Love that was on there, where it starts with something similar,
That,
but much
that
more
movie was
graphic.
weird. I couldn't
Much
even get.
more
When I thought I got past it, I was like, "What it's about?" Is I didn't know what the fuck.
All right, I
Was
just
going
want to, since y'all playing on the same game, I want to say what I'm playing real quick. MLB The Show 21 came out. They messed up Road to the Show mode, but it's cool. I'm thugging it out. It'll be all right. You can't transfer your saves over this year. It's like the first time it's been that way. Maybe ever. There's always been continuity. Now there's not. Now they have like a fourth narrative, and it's just weird. But the core gameplay is still the same, and it's still really good. So it is what it is. The way that they did it though, now this one character ties into the Diamond Dynasty mode. So they're trying to like kind of spark up the microtransactions. It's kind of a nasty turn that we're seeing right now with sports games.
Sounds like 2K.
Yeah, the 2K bug might have bit Sony San Diego. We will see. It's not really egregious yet, but it's just kind of a nasty take. I picked up a Plague Tale Innocence. That game is like an emotional roller coaster out the gate. It's like very narrative heavy. It's a super good looking game, but it's like little puzzle solving type thing where you're trying to keep your little brother alive because he has something with him that all the people want him dead, but it's during like the bubonic plague times, and you're part of this noble family where everybody knows you and they want your whole family dead, and it's just nuts. Like you're like a 13-year-old girl and like have to protect like he might be like 4 or 5 years old little brother. Pretty
PC?
emotional game, but it's pretty fun. Not fun, but interesting, entertaining, I would say. I'm playing Doom Eternal. Haven't been playing Dying Light or Resident Evil 7, but I plan to play both of those. My coworker just convinced me today to play Resident Evil. He told me like the whole entire story and stuff, and that sounded cool. And also been playing Dirt 5. But
the Plague game you said, is that on PC only?
no, it's on PlayStation 2. It's in the summer sale actually. It's like $9.
Oh, okay.
It's on Game Pass too.
Oh, shout out to everybody on the podcast with an Xbox. Oh, it's just us.
Oh, hey, that's reminds me. Blake Outriders is on Game
We're
Pass.
poor.
My coworker told me.
Is it?
Yeah,
Damn, I don't want to turn that shit
I'm
on.
gonna download it. I'm gonna fuck with it this weekend.
Do you want to turn on that Xbox?
I gotta blow the dust off that bitch.
Oh my god.
No,
I might get it on PC to play with you. I'm not playing on my Xbox.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe my shit's unplugged.
I gotta plug my damn Xbox back in. I don't even like looking at that bitch.
All right. So sorry, because I took off on a tangent there. Shakur, do you have any shows you want to plug?
Nah, man, I'm just still watching that prison show, and I'm watching anime. I started watching Megalobox. It's like futuristic boxing. It's an anime.
Is it
I
good?
started watching that. I'm on like episode 712 of One Piece.
And that's what 1100 or 1200.
It's almost like 1,000 now.
Damn.
Yeah, nah, that's pretty much it. Anything besides? Yeah, nah, that's about it.
Antonio, you did yours already, right?
Yeah, he was talking about that show with eating pussy and shit.
Top Boy. I was talking about Top Boy, but yeah, good highlight for you, Shakur. Yeah.
Huh? I don't watch
Top
shit
Boy,
like with titles like that. That sounds weird to me.
Top Boy.
Yeah,
Oh.
they don't even show on my Netflix.
You are wildin'.
I got the Styles P set.
All right.
They've seen this man is wildly homophobic. Don't show him this title.
I have been.
Good day, bro.
Bro.
Niggas watching SAS shoot people. Get the fuck out of here.
all right.
They're actually pouring acid in people's faces, but same thing.
You do a real gangsta ass shit on there, bro.
That show's wild. That show's really good. I really recommend Top Boy. Myself,
cut like that.
I have been. Mayans is fire right now. Y'all still not watching it? I hate y'all. It's cool.
I think I'm gonna start it soon.
Yeah, season 2 is better than season 1, bro. But season 1's not bad.
I was halfway through season 1, and I just
Mayans.
You've been telling me you was halfway through season 1 for 2 years.
Sounds
No, I
familiar.
started this shit last year. I was liking it. I just stopped watching it. I think I was expecting like more nudity and shit from like women
from an FX channel.
Yeah,
This
FX
nigga's
show. Yeah,
kinky as fuck tonight for some reason.
I'm just saying, like they were showing some bad bitches on there, and I didn't see
The
He must
horny
be over there
glasses turned
drinking
into the
Hennessy.
horny shirt. This is crazy.
Nigga horny as hell.
Oh no. Okay. I've been watching I've been watching them on Amazon. I'm like only on episode 4 though, so I haven't got to the part that causes an outrage yet, but so far so good. I'm enjoying it.
how's are they just harassing niggas on there?
Nah.
That's the Amazon Prime show, right? What, Lena
Yes.
Waithe? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's like,
It's actually more like way more complex than it seems to be getting talked about.
yeah.
It's I don't know. I recommend it. It's been cool. Like there's like a
Finish
supernatural
the show
aspect.
first,
There's
and
a
then tell us that.
huh?
I said, don't tell us you recommend it till you finish it, because it seems like everybody that finished it is the one saying it's some wild shit. So
I feel like nobody's actually watched it though. People seem to all be talking about like what something else told them was going on there, and then they'll see the clips of those crazy parts with no context of anything else, and then that'll be like
what people are saying. I'm talking about the articles that have been written about it are saying that shit.
Yeah,
I'm assuming those
I'm questioning these articles though because the show does not I don't know, like it's a horror show. We can have a discussion about this. So I have an issue with like this. It seems like almost like a double standard, right? When it comes to our stuff, and by our stuff I mean stuff made by like black people. There's like this issue with this show because depictions of violence against black people and I guess of black children as well. But the horror genre, like rap music and anything else, isn't really something that is for catering to a code, right? As long as like you can deliver it in whatever fashion you want to deliver, like it fits the artistic vision, then it fits in horror. Like horror is of wild shit. Like you're not telling like other horror movies to tone down and reel it back. Like this is too much. But because it's about us and about
I don't know if
the horror is like a
different
different.
Because this is the first time I've heard of a black horror flick getting talked about like this.
That's what I'm saying. But like you haven't heard of other horror movies getting talked about like this.
I don't know. Other horror movies are showing black babies being murdered while their mom's raped.
But if it was a baby getting murdered while their mom's raped, you wouldn't have heard about it. I'm saying it's happened in horror before.
Have it? I don't know. I just don't. I don't
but
see what
that's the problem. Like you don't know about it, but you know about the outrage about this show. And like I'm saying, like in horror, that's not across any lines. Like that's just horror.
I guess.
Because it's black people, it's like that.
Because it's us, like now it becomes like a larger like social issue. Even though this one's made by us, like it's like, what are we? I don't know, man.
Niggas
like,
want to see it.
No, I think right now, from what I've been seeing, people are just tired of seeing like kind of like black trauma, and because that's what it kind of looks like. That's what people are saying. Like, oh, I'm tired of seeing like, why can't black people ever just be happy and some shit, and just do like some regular funny shit? We gotta be being harassed.
Movies with happy black people exist though. This is a horror like show.
No, I'm saying this is what I've just been seeing online. I haven't watched.
I understand that it seems like unfair, like outrage and caution because like
that like people don't fuck with Lena Waithe on the internet. People hate her.
Yeah, it's like people want this show to be something other than what it is, and like if you like are letting this show like be like a horror like thriller mystery show, then it's fine. But like if you're wanting this to be something that's like going to uplift you and make you feel better afterwards, like why you're watching the wrong thing. It's not what this is about. Like it's not what it was trying to be about. It's not gonna have somebody. I mean, I don't know. Like there is like empowering moments in this too, but like the goal of this show is to not. It's to make you like creep out, like and feel scared. It does that. So far, I don't know.
But you do recommend it.
I still wouldn't say it's a double standard because I feel like other horror movies do get criticized if they do shit that takes stuff a step too far. We just got Lovecraft Country, which is a black horror mystery thriller shit, and no one had that reaction to it. So yeah,
and I wonder why, because there's horrific violence against black people in that show. The whole entire like show is horrific violence against black people.
Sure, yeah, and they didn't have that reaction. So yeah, if this show is doing something that people feel is too far, that they're going to say that. And you said you haven't gotten to the part where people are starting to say like, all right, this is too much. So yeah, if you that's why I said finish the show, because it seems like people are getting.
Yeah, no, I will. I've heard people say that they've watched 20 minutes of it and it was too much, and I know in the first 20 minutes there's not anything there.
Yeah. And I'm not going off of.
I gotta see
like
the shit
the
for
stuff
myself.
I've seen has been people saying that they finished it and weren't fucking with it. But I'm also like I wasn't planning on watching this shit anyway. So
I'm kind of
I
curious.
wasn't outraged.
Yeah, if Sean can show you need to watch, you got to watch it and get your own opinion of it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm
yeah.
I'm through 4 episodes. I understand it could definitely get crazier. I'm just saying to this point, I really like the show. It's been good. I like the aspect of horror that they've implemented here, where it's coming from like 3 different angles. I like the sort of period piece part of it of Black people escaping the Jim Crow South to go westward to Los Angeles, trying to find a better slice of life. I like the social aspect that it's shown of, like the family, they pushed out and moved into a neighborhood that really wasn't integrated yet. They were like the second family of color to move there versus like choosing to go to a neighborhood with more Black people because they took the stance of they didn't want to go where the race people wanted us to be. We wanted to go where we want to be. We're not living by the rules no more. We already ran from that once. These are all like real things that happen in real life, and I like how they're depicting it and telling you about it and not holding anything back from that. So, and then yeah, like I said, the horror part of it, where there's a supernatural aspect, there's the real life horror part of being the one Black family in a racist neighborhood, and then there's the thriller aspect of the actual human violence that is occurring here. I'm excited to finish it.
How many episodes is it supposed to be? You know?
I don't know in total. I think probably like 11.
Oh shit! Okay, and it's only on what episode 4 right now? Are they all out?
No, they're all out. They're all out. I just haven't finished it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll watch more this weekend. I finished Darwin's Game.
Oh shit! Shout out to you.
Yeah, that shit was fire. The main character turned up in the last episode and finally let go and just started clapping people. So that was cool. Started Mob Psycho.
Yeah.
The animation on there is insane in the combat.
It's funny looking, but like it looks good at the same time. The people just look funny, but the animation looks really good on it.
Yeah, when they get to fighting and shit though, it gets insane. And then I started this other.
So
what you say?
How many episodes have you watched?
I'm on 2. I just started that today.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Mob
let
Psycho.
me know when you watch a little more, and let me know who your favorite character is.
What's it on?
It's on Crunchyroll on everything.
Yeah,
it's on everything. Funimation.
Mob Psycho.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My favorite.
I started this other anime called Mixed. It's about it's a baseball anime about these kids trying to be the ace on his high school baseball team with his twin brother. And that's pretty interesting.
I haven't heard of that one. No, I know the other baseball one everybody talks about is like Ace of Diamond or some shit like that, but I haven't seen that.
Huh? Is that So they reference that I think on this one because they play some music and they're like, "Oh, is that from the old Japanese baseball anime or whatever?"
That might be it.
Yeah,
But
it is pretty good.
I watched the basketball one that was tight like that. It was called Kuroko. You seen that Kuroko's basketball?
I haven't seen that one.
That's the one they made the shoes after, ain't it?
Nah, that's Slam Dunk.
Slam Dunk. Oh,
that one's old as fuck. That's like from the 80s, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, Kuroko was tight though. They it's like 2 high schoolers, freshmen that's like ranking up the nation. It's tight though.
You need to watch A Hero No Sora. That's the other basketball one. That one's pretty good. 50 episodes. Right, but yeah, I was going to tell you that you got my favorite character on Mob Psycho was the Reagan.
The Salt Punch.
No, that's my nigga.
That boy's a scammer. I told you, let you handle the low level ones. Like you worried about lying to the F.
He's the funniest character on there. He's a fucking.
He's like, maybe he said we get this demon right. Maybe your wife's face will get fixed. Like, there's nothing wrong with their face.
No, that dude's fucking stupid.
Yeah, he's funny.
Oh, shit.
All right, y'all get to Snowfall?
Please. I'm ready.
All right, man.
No, Antonio left.
Is this the Man Boy Appreciation Hour?
Oh my God! First off, I do want to give it up because I thought Man Boy was an excellent villain. That nigga was smart. He was all the crazy I wanted Franklin to be. He just wasn't smart enough.
He was smart though.
No, for sure. Going spoiler alert. We are about to spoil.
Yeah. Skip all of this shit.
I'm confused as to how. So he knew that the girl he paid to play Franklin ended up playing him, and he went there with not all of his people, but his main people. Just they was kikiing in the car, no head on the swivel, no extra person to go in the house with you, nothing. He was just like, I'm hitting the front door. She gonna be in here by herself. I got to drop on her. Not thinking like, yeah, they told you exactly where to go. You didn't think he'd leave Jerome. He didn't leave nobody at the house with her.
That's true.
No,
I
No,
didn't
in there
feel like that, but
So in his defense, I feel like his plan would have worked perfectly had he have not been in so close with that group of people before this. Because now they know how he moves more so,
for
but
sure.
he was smart and thought ahead of time
Yeah.
and knew that she was playing him. It's just that the people that he was trying to get at had already worked with him and like learned his patterns and stuff like that. So they knew like they were playing one step ahead of him while he was playing one step ahead of them.
Yeah, no, but I liked it. This last episode was great. I liked the sister a lot. Like she was with all the shits, and then I liked her outgoing monologue of like, why do I got to be the bigger person? Like, you kill my people. Why do I got to be forgiving here? Like, if you gonna kill me, but you kill my baby, I ain't gonna forgive you.
And the abrupt end of the conversation.
Yes.
Oh,
I wasn't really expecting that.
Jerome.
You know, because she out the bounty. I knew he wanted that one. There's no stopping him. He was on a mission.
Yeah, I like the. Oh, go ahead.
I liked how Man Boy was talking shit through all of it. Like he's on the ground already shot, still talking shit to Franklin.
To the chest, and he's like, "Pussy."
About how he messed this up, about how he's still gonna mess the rest of this up, and then they shoot him 2 more times, and he's still talking.
And I kind of like the foreshadowing because I don't think he's wrong. Like
he's not wrong.
That Leon and Franklin relationship ain't for the long term anymore.
Nope.
Like Leon does not seem to fuck with him. He's been wanting out, and it just seems like they're growing further and further apart. He didn't want to fuck with him.
I think they might be kind of getting back on track because he did save Leon's ass.
I don't think Leon cares. Like, oh yeah, I want to forgive this girl and see if we can like make her. Oh, you killed her right in front of me. Oh yeah, we gonna send Fatback to jail, so I don't gotta go. Oh, Fatback is dead. Like he's got in his eyes. Every time Franklin makes a decision, it's the exact opposite of what Leon wants, and I think Leon's getting closer to the point of like wanting to be a boss.
Leon decided like that was the best move to send Fatback to jail because Leon damn sure didn't want to go to jail.
Sure,
I think because he thought he was gonna get killed in there, right?
Yeah, which he would have.
Yeah.
But also,
Fatback
just got in the car.
And then, like, come on, bro. Like, this bitch put the hit out on all y'all. And, like, you can't leave that bitch alive. I'm going to try to give you out, even though I killed your daughter, made her a fucking slice of Swiss cheese in front of you. Like, bro, like, there ain't no coming back from that. Like,
there is none. But, hey, no. I just feel like Leon takes a different approach to pretty much every situation that Franklin does, whether it be in the right or in the wrong. And I can't see them continuing to butt heads how they have been and just continue to work for both of them. Whether it ends up with somebody turning on somebody or somebody leaving or Franklin killing them, or I can't imagine a
savage now.
Well, no. I think Leon's smart enough to know that like I just gotta stick with Franklin. It's like I'm already outnumbered. Like his biggest muscle
he didn't want to be with Franklin 2 episodes ago.
Yeah,
like I don't know. We'll see.
I think they're stuck together just like by default, not necessarily because it's working, but I can't see Leon going anywhere. He knows way too much, so he really can't go anywhere in the first place.
Yeah.
And then he just like you said, he has no one to turn to either. So
Isn't he wanted? He's still a wanted man for that. Oh no, because they got Fatback for that, right?
They got Fatback.
Yeah, they got Fatback.
But yeah, no, this last episode was great, and R.I.P. Man Boy, because he was a great villain. I loved his shit.
I wish it didn't have to go that way, but
seriously, I was really hoping that we can get some Man Boy and Franklin working together for more time.
Just all his scenes like was full of, like, I don't know, not necessarily quotables, but quotables. Like when he was like talking shit to his boy he's playing dominoes with, like all that stuff is just gold.
What did he say? I got ends as long as forever or something like that. Fuck, I got to cheat on you for.
Yeah.
And I watched some behind the scenes shit with him, and he was talking about he's from like deep South Virginia, and he was talking about how it was hard to get that accent, and he sounds like he's speaking like a Virginia nigga on the show, and just threw a little bit of West Coast twang on it, which I think made it like a cool, interesting voice. Yeah, I think he's from the same place, Tampa Yeah, but yeah, no, that was a great character. I'm sad he had to go because I fuck with Man Boy, And Scully went from the craziest nigga on TV to kind of pussy over the past.
He got cracked with the ashtray.
What you do that for?
Oh, okay, that was an ashtray. I thought it was a cup.
No, it was a glass ashtray.
Scully went from crucifying niggas to like, I don't want to go outside no more. We just need to piece it up.
Nigga, that sound like it hurt.
They do keep sending
It's shattered too.
Thank you. Every time they send somebody to Franklin's door, he send a body back. So I don't know.
Oh my
I
god.
think Scully's seeing the realization.
Y'all remember how happy Scully was when Franklin gave him that gun and he was riding to go do whatever?
Boy,
He was
that
happy
big
as
ass
fuck.
50. Speaking of, I loved how Jerome shot the one nigga in the warehouse and was like PTSD immediately. He smoked 3 niggas in the car and was like, yeah, like this is me now. I'm a fucking killer.
Hey, man,
Jerome been pussy for 2.5 seasons.
I was pussy for 2.5 seasons.
Every time Franklin want to do something, man, we just need to sit here and wait.
You can't just have like yes man. You gotta like, hey man, is this the right move? I feel like he's always like he's there to like check Franklin and like kind of question and make sure. Like,
Yeah, it changed in Jerome when he found out who they're really working for. Now he don't care.
Yeah, for sure.
I
great episode. Can't wait to see how they wrap this season up and if they get more seasons.
Next week is the finale.
Season finale.
I think so.
Yeah, I want to see next week is the finale.
Yeah, it's gotta be soon. Invincible. So we're not everyone's on the same page on this show, I guess, right? Now
it came out today, right? Fridays.
I don't know when it comes out. I've watched 5 episodes.
Out Fridays.
Yeah, I didn't watch today's episode.
Okay.
Same. So, Tony, are you caught up on that?
What?
Invincible.
No, I'm not like the 4th episode.
Okay.
At least general impressions. We haven't talked about it at all yet. So
the last part I've seen was when they sent the demon back to hell.
Oh, okay.
That might be like episode 3, maybe, right? Yeah, because you're watching 4 now.
Yeah.
Damn, you didn't get the fucking.
No. The last part I seen was when he met the black dude. The black dude's the last part I seen. That's after that.
Can we do spoilers at
when Titan came through?
Like through episode 1 then, and just like kind of thoughts about the show and like guesses as to why what is happening is happening.
So me and Blake, we kind of discussed it a little bit this week. I think Omni-Man's play, based on the way he took out the other group of superheroes, and then I said when he went to that, when like the aliens was coming and he went to their dimension and was like, this is not your world to take over. I feel like he like something might have clicked in him where he's like, yeah, I'm ready to take this world over. I've got my kid who's also now a superhero like I am. Mm-hmm. We can start like systematically wiping out these other groups of superheroes so we can run this planet and we can be good or bad, or we decide, we make the rules here, is where I think they're going.
I think the same as I think, because the night that he found out his son had the powers or stuff like that is when he started to think of all this
immediately.
And he doesn't want his son to be a part of them because he wants to train him on his own. And he's so focused on training him. I think we got to see what Omni-Man's intentions is behind that, because it's always gonna be something like that. But he wiped them motherfuckers out was so vicious though.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out like what are his intentions? Like, what do you think they are? Like, why did he do what he did? Do you think it's just purely he doesn't want anyone else to train his son, or like?
No, I think it's going to be something other than that. I don't know what it is yet, but I think it's going to be something with them two trying to team up, and he's going to try to tell his son what's going on, the reason why, which I don't know why, but I don't think his son's going to do it. I think just the way his heart is set up.
I'm trying to wipe out the competition.
And his mom.
Mm-hmm. Every time you watch the show, it's always like mom or his mom say it's always where he goes with at the end of the day too, because he's always resorting to her every episode. So
I think sort of like Tyrell said, like, because right now with the Veltramites, the history of them has only been told through the mouth of one person, and that's Omni-Man. Mm-hmm. He said that they're this race that gets sent off to other planets to be heroes and protect them, and all this type of stuff.
Either.
Who knows what that means?
Well, he's the only person that said that to him, though. Yeah. And that could just be part of the spiel, right? They could be Saiyans. Like, they could just be like world conquerors. Like, it's not about them uplifting the planet. It's about him taking it over. And maybe he didn't think he could do it and live with just by himself. but now he has a son that has power, so I can take these guys out. By the time he comes up and gets ready, we can do the rest of the planet. But let me get rid of this first group first, so then we can go do whatever afterwards.
And part of what I thought that too was, if you remember, I think it was the second episode, the dude who comes and like tests to make sure every planet got a superhero. And they're like,
yeah.
He's back.
He's like, you don't know who I am?
And Invincible went and fought him. Like, we don't know where he came from or what he did. He just went and fought him to get rid of him. Like, he could have been coming for something completely different. Who knows? But I think all of that's going to kind of play into whatever Omni-Man's intentions are.
But that guy was part of like some kind of council, wasn't it? Because then he said like he's supposed to go to like U-Earth.
He said.
Yeah.
Some galactic certification board.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But to Blake's point of like the Vermilions or whatever, we don't know. Like, he could be like, oh yeah, I come and check up on and make sure you're on track for what you're supposed to be doing. Like, we don't know. So that kind of thinking of like, we don't know where this motherfucker came from. He's just a superhero that dropped onto this planet.
Told him a cool
maybe
story.
Meant to take it over. Yeah, and made up a story. And this nigga could have been like, yeah, I'm coming to check on you. And he's like, yeah, send my son up there to put hands on him real quick so he don't come down here.
Work him out.
I don't know. We'll see, though. But, Tonio, you need to catch up because this is one of the few shows where, like, every episode gets better. Every single episode.
I know every episode get better. I can really tell.
Yeah, this last episode.
Who's your favorite? Who's like your favorite character so far?
I don't think I have one, really.
I'd say Invincible.
I liked the little demon detective dude.
I do too. I fuck with him too.
It was cool.
Yeah.
He was.
That motherfucker's smart. It's funny.
Yeah, straight to the point with the shits.
I like that.
I fuck with him. I fuck with Invincible.
Who's that?
I like that demon lion dude. That's my favorite.
Oh my god, he's a problem.
Oh boy, yeah.
Beast.
Don't
You'll
spoil
see
it,
this
please.
episode coming
God.
up. He's a fucking monster.
Nice.
Whatever they said Aaron Donald did, he did.
Boy.
Oh man.
Eric Donald got to get a pistol to him.
Nah, they lied on him. We're gonna get to that though. I don't have it on the list. We're gonna get to that. The tape came out today. They lied.
Allegedly.
What's the little superhero team called? What are they?
Team Force and Fighting Force and Galactic Force.
Team, I think.
He put them on.
Oh, another character that I've been looking at on that show is their robot. I don't know what his intentions is.
Oh yeah. Well, I think we know it. I think he's trying to make himself into a superhero or make a superhero. But I also think
he evil though.
That Omni-Man's some bullshit. I think
that's what it is. I think he knows. I think he knows it was Omni-Man. He can't give it up. But whoever the demon
smart
told him before he left, or he figured it out with his own stuff.
I think he figured it out.
The cloning.
Yeah, because my fault. I keep talking over everybody. Keep going.
When they first set up the team, and the girl said, he's like, yeah, I know what it's like. Everybody looks at you and thinks one thing, but on the inside you're really another. And she's like, how would you know? You're a robot. I think there's something else with him where he knows more shit about everybody else, and he's about to make a superhero.
And that older guy handpicked him specifically to make his own team.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that Omni-Man killed them, but he's trying to figure out why too.
Yep, I agree. Yeah,
he's smart too. He's smart too. To do with the torn down face. I know they're gonna show why his face is like that eventually, but he's smart too.
They've got to make sure when they point the finger, they got everything in line because
you need to.
Omni-Man ain't about to.
Yeah.
Omni-Man cold though.
Bunch of niggas on airbrushed on hoodies.
For real.
You gonna put your ass on.
Not only did the first episode take that wild ass turn, but the way it took the turn, like it wasn't just like, oh yeah, he killed these superheroes. He was turning niggas into fucking blood smoothies and shit.
It was a sneak attack. Like hey,
you hear blood. Oh shit! Okay,
you gotta watch episode 4, Tony. I'm telling you.
Yeah, dude. Whatever you doing, when you're done, go watch it.
Yeah, I might have to because the last thing I remember seeing is that they went to go to the Machine Head, so they setting up to go to that is what I'm at.
Oh, yeah, fake ass. What's that Superman villain?
Mysterio?
Nah.
Lex Luthor?
No, not Lex Luthor.
Getting pressed by my dog.
And we back. Yeah.
And Winter Soldier.
Punching
us in at 142.
Shakur, you said you haven't seen this most recent episode?
I've seen most of it. I got like 15 minutes left.
All right, well, we'll talk about it.
It's fine. Y'all can talk about it.
We can talk about the last episode.
Hey, no, all you miss is like a montage of Sam working out with the shield.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
Yeah,
Shakur said it last week, and I'm gonna reemphasize: the Dora Milaje had John Walker in fucking hell.
They had all of them. Yeah.
He immediately went and put on the steroids. Like, nah, I'm not fucking doing this. These bitches beat my fucking ass and spared my life.
They're an issue.
Yeah, no, they're nasty.
Old girl took Bucky's arm off. She's like, you.
Yeah, she poked it a couple times. I was like, what is she? Oh, the shit.
Yeah, he was just twitching.
I've seen people debating on Twitter that they were fucked up for not telling him there was a fail-safe for the arm. Like they should have told him there was a fail-safe for the arm. Like, yo, he's a nuclear
What would
weapon.
he do?
You got to keep something over the white man.
I don't know. I don't know what he would have done. Maybe
it wouldn't have made a difference. Like he about to engineer vibranium. He ain't Wakandan.
Yeah,
he ain't Shuri.
Yeah, this episode was good. I do want to know what's in that box. I was so when Falcon, when they were fighting John Walker, whatever, he got the shield back. I was thinking like, damn, I wonder if he's gonna try to get some serum, or maybe he'll turn into the Blake Penta and they'll give him some of the juice. I can't imagine they're just gonna give it up like that. So I know that's not what's in the box, but I was like, maybe because he's black, they'll give him some of the purple drink.
No, I think he has a suit and new wings in there because his wings got torn up in the fight with John Walker with U.S. Agent.
He ripped his wings off like a.
I think that's all that's in that box. So it's new wings and probably a suit for him because he can't get new wings from the government. So they'll probably just Tony ain't gonna make him either. You know, he got a commission.
New wings and a JanSport.
Something like that, man. But and I think Bucky is supposed to take over the Black Panther role, not in the sense of like him being like the king of Wakanda, but sort of being the actor for them as the White Wolf. Yeah. I think that's like kind of what's happening there because he seems to be the favorite of Wakanda at the moment as far as people they like.
Damn. I feel like it's gonna suck that we ain't getting a proper Black Panther 2 because we ain't got Chadwick Boseman. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm sure they'll do something good. It'll be great, but I kind of wish we got just a proper follow up. I think it was acting his ass off. Jamal's smiling too hard. He about to say some bullshit. He about to say some bullshit.
Bucky over there getting reverse black popping in Wakanda.
Reverse black.
What?
What does that mean?
Reverse blacked?
The website.
So you don't think this is just a platonic relationship with him and the Dora Milaje? You think?
Come on, bro. If you're a hero, come on, bro. I'm not.
You're saying that they possibly owe him some type of like physical action because he's a hero?
Nah, but he probably wants a pussy though.
Nah, he's been alive for
600 years.
Falcon's sister was ready to give up the box immediately.
Yeah, he was hella flirting with her.
Because she said hi.
Nah, he was flirting with her.
Everybody felt the energy clearly. Even Falcon was like, "Hey, nigga, what?"
No, they said, "Get your smiley ass away from here."
He was trying to.
They was both smiley. She rubbed her legs together for.
Think about they took care of him. You know they was giving him like baths and shit.
So this is all it takes is like someone makes you a meal and says hi to you one time and you're fucking.
You think pussy
you're giving me baths? There's gonna be some kind of energy there.
Who are you talking about? Who gave him a bath?
You don't think he was getting baths in Wakanda when he was out of commission?
You think it was like Coming to America 1?
Definitely. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was just over there. You think that's how they give it up in Africa?
He had a whole arm missing.
You get top-notch treatment over there. You have to.
They was giving him baths, bro. Come on, bro.
They had him in like the animal village out in the middle of nowhere.
So he was bathing himself while he's like half crippled and beaten up and couldn't do nothing.
Or maybe it's Wakanda and they invented some technology to help him bathe, where they don't have to get inside the pool and rub his genitals.
No, Shakur needs to start writing parody porn because he can turn anything into a porno.
He's gonna write Rule 34.
Anything at all. This nigga horny as hell.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, man. Now shout out to him though. I fuck with Bucky.
I'm sure you do.
I like
him a little bit more.
I like him and Falcon together. A dope little tandem. They're funny.
You know what I thought was interesting is in the cast. I don't know which Captain America movie it was, but in one of them, I remember his suit. They made like the little magnetic things right here for the shield latches onto it. They never did that for Sam, but he's like catching it still and all that.
He catches it every single time.
Because the
Lucky too, I'm
vibranium is
assuming.
in him. He's black. Come on, man. Open your third eye, brother.
What's that? I'm missing.
Huh?
How's he? What's the black part?
You got to
what?
carry the 3 and then you'll get it.
Yeah, because Sam.
Uncle, and this nephew's called Uncle Sam.
Nah, just
That's
because
kind of funny.
we all come from there. If you really think about it.
What?
Yeah. Do the science.
You're right. I'm wrong.
Shakur,
All right.
man.
Research whippersnapper.
Music. What y'all want to highlight, man? What's going on?
This falls under music. Did everybody see the Cassidy and Hitman battle enough? Like, do you guys remember it well enough? Just we go over it. Like,
Do you believe?
Tonio, did you see it?
I haven't watched this. I need to get URL, bro, because
That's not on URL.
It's RBE. Do you believe?
Blake sent us the link. They got that.
I
link.
started watching it. I didn't finish it.
Blake, you finished it, right?
Yep.
A lot of people say Cassidy beat Hitman.
Because Hitman did not show up the way Hitman was supposed to show up, and Cassidy did.
I thought he was gonna fucking
Really
get Cassidy the fuck out of here, especially after that face off. Nah, he blew him.
Yeah. I say 2-1 Hitman, but I could see 2-1 Cassidy as well.
Same. I think Hitman. Like, do you think Cassidy won the first round? Is that the one you for sure gave Cassidy? I for sure have Cassidy winning round 1.
I don't remember now.
And then I think 2 was just like a weak round, but I think I gave the edge to Hitman. And then the third round wasn't that good either, but I kind of gave the slight edge to Hitman. But then, like, they had that big ass altercation and they had to stop the battle
Killed
for
everything. Okay, I'm remembering
10
stuff
minutes.
now.
It kind of like killed his like momentum. So it was like I could see anybody giving that round to Cassidy or Hitman.
Hitman was in his feelings on the battle.
Nah, like
I hate when you when battles get so gassed up and they never turn out how you think it's gonna be.
It was super intentional though, because they obviously had the beef, whatever. And then he was talking about, "Oh, air this bitch out." And, Hitman had his bag during the face off, so you could definitely tell that he tried to make sure like there was like everybody was clearly trying to show that there were bloods up in there. I remember like some dude, they were like people hopping from the crowds, like jumping on the stage. And then, like, trying to get up into, like, all the...
They had a COVID crowd?
Yeah, they had a crowd. And then, like, there's this one dude. He looks back into the camera, I swear, and he like, fixes his rag and makes sure it's, like, hanging out of his pocket to know that, like, now we got a bunch of guns up there.
You go see this set.
Battle Rap moved to Atlanta, and they've whenever they do crowds, that's where everything is.
That makes sense.
But, like, that only jumped off because of, what's Hitman show out? Yeah, like he was saying something like, "Oh, and I got the 9 on me," and he kind of like got too close to Cassidy, and I think either Cassidy or his like security dude, whatever. And, he's like yelling and all that stuff. It was like, yo, like as a security guard, you don't know like what he has, because he's saying, because obviously they had like the history from the face off. I'm like, oh, he might have a gun. He's going like this, bumping into my guy. I gotta protect him.
It's also hella funny to think of that, because could you imagine fucking Hitman Holla and his people shooting Cassidy on stage? Like,
yeah,
so much.
Dude, imagine Cassidy shooting up the damn face off. I don't know what the hell Hitman thought he was trying to accomplish.
Yeah, like what is happening?
He was holding
like, we got real street niggas with us. Both of you niggas have been on TV multiple times. You're not shooting anything.
I'll air this bitch out right now.
Hitman beat up one nigga on YouTube and has been talking about, known for knocking niggas out for years.
Yeah, I seen the
funny as hell.
Some of them kind of like some sucker punches.
Oh, I didn't see a comp. I think I seen 1 or 2 fights. One of them he definitely whooped on somebody.
No, he whooped somebody's ass. And the other, like, he just kind of got the jump on somebody, and they definitely jump people.
Okay, hey, ain't nothing wrong with jumping people.
But nah, man, like Hitman for the energy of the damn face off, he didn't take care of business, man. It was a bad performance.
I've been checking out Geechee Gotti's like podcast recently called No Studio, and he was talking about like I think he said 2-1 Hitman 2, but his reason was that Hitman, like, his bars are like dated, like he's rapping like it's like 5-6 years ago in battle rap, and you don't do that when you're going against Cassidy, who everybody knows like hasn't been like up to par and stuff like that in his recent battles. But you don't let him be competitive against you if you're going to try to say that you're of this era. Like, that's not what it's supposed to be. So I think he had Cassidy 3-0 actually.
But you gotta get him out of here, man. And especially for like Like Hitman's he's a good battle rapper, but he just didn't take
Like one of the best, or of the URL era, he's one of the best.
He's up there.
Yeah,
I think he had a weak performance, man. It was bullshit.
yeah. Like
the biggest Cassidy.
He did the one remix in the first, and the remix didn't even hit the way it's supposed to hit.
He did it. That remix was weak as fuck.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that no more.
I don't.
This isn't about this battle. What was the line that you sent us this week?
Oh my god!
I'll kill you with pulverize. Pulverize.
That made me want to stop listening to rap. That shit was awful. Good God.
That's the biggest reach ever.
And it's hilarious that was on bar of the year.
Do you believe?
That's the biggest reach ever.
Wouldn't he like, when I kill you with pulverize, say I won't bar you up with pulverize, and then he says that.
Yeah, my pulverize. Yeah.
He was like, I was like, no.
I love the ad libs they put over there.
Damn, you try to steal from Reese Young.
God.
It's so fucked up.
Camry.
Oh my goodness.
Hitman got to step it up or he might be done.
I think he's probably going back to Wild now. That I'm sure that Cassidy check was nice.
Yeah, I wonder how much Cassidy gets a battle because he's clearly like a big.
Whatever it is, it's more than the guy he's going against. Because that's what they said. They always say that. I'm getting paid more than you. We can have smack right now. Beasley, come over here. Beasley never comes over there.
Nah, Beasley just be over there.
Beasley don't be on the stage. He be chilling.
He's like, no, I'm gonna stay over here.
Yeah, Smack, you go out there and make faces at the people.
If I can
watch that Tay-Rock battle. Oh, my bad, because they said that I was watching like the round when that chick came back at Tay-Rock when he kept telling her all kind of bitches, and she was kind of barking.
They all be barking. I just watched the best bar of the month for March. The woman be going in.
Her response to him calling her every type of bitch, she won that round.
No, yeah, she definitely won.
Yeah.
It's just the bitch
all that, which was funny for Twitter, and then you look and it's like, oh, she actually washed that nigga.
She won that round.
Yeah, she absolutely washed that nigga.
Just bar him the fuck up. He was saying, bitch, you was like, damn, nigga, you how many bitches?
It was just like jokes, but like she definitely barred him out. When he said she was built like a melted tire or some shit like that, that was funny. But like
melted tire body bitch.
Hey. He was funny for a second, and then he turned me into a feminist. He called her like 87 bitches, and I'm like, this is a little overboard, nigga.
Yeah, it's a limit. It's a bit. It got to be a bitch limit.
So you call her a Gary though.
Do you guys ever watch the? You guys watch those King and Queen events where the men go against the women? So they either go two ways. Either like it's close, or the dude is just destroying the woman and she can't do anything. It's ridiculous. Like they're
which
never
which is what I've typically seen.
The worst one ever. I think.
What's wrong with Tay-Rock being disrespectful again?
The worst one. You remember that one when Charlie Clips was going against
Mm-hmm.
It was
that was like a comedy show aspect almost.
Yeah, it was funny as hell. The last round when he was talking about like how her and her friend like fuck the same dude, that was funny as hell. But he was destroying her.
Didn't they start beefing too on the stage?
Yeah. It wasn't like as serious because they did have a rapport with each other, but it was funny as hell. I was like, damn, this is like I can't imagine like some of those other guys battling women. Like I got to start watching some more of those now.
No,
like,
Arsenal battling a woman, like come on.
Oh my god, has he done that?
He probably has, honestly.
Oh, that's got to be so fucked up.
Like K-Shine or something. I can't see in K-Shine or Arsenal battling.
It wasn't
K-Shine just gun bar you to death,
like. Yeah, them gun bars don't get old, especially in battle rap. Especially when Tyrell said he has a 9mm shotgun like this and shit.
Every time.
The bigger 9.
I don't have too much to say about the music topics we have for this week, but I had to give it a little bit of time after Black History Month to breathe. That Jack Harlow album's kind of fucking fire.
No, we're not doing this. That shit is that album's not hard like that.
Nah, that's just hard.
It's not bad. It's all right.
Yeah, I've been listening to it all week. After his Tiny,
I feel like the single best songs on the album.
What's popping?
What's popping is hard. Tyler Hero's hard. 21C is hard.
Can I just like on the topic?
He's a hit maker though.
Of Jack Harlow, like I fuck with Jack Harlow, even though like I haven't listened to his album that much. Him as a person, I don't know. It just seems cool to me. Like his old stuff is popping up on my YouTube a lot. Like of him, like 13 years old, like in Louisville, Kentucky, or whatever. Him just like rapping, doing songs for like his boys. and them like being in his video and like being hyped for him and stuff like that. And just he's like rapping about like corny shit, like not corny in the sense of like it's fake, but like he's like, no, like I'm a white kid from the burbs. These are my friends. This is my crew. We just be hanging out here.
Which is still what he raps about. Which I can fuck with a white rapper who's not trying to like do.
But
too
he's
much.
he's never switched up. He's just always been him everywhere he goes, and like he's wanted to rap for a long time because he's been doing this for a long time, and it's worked out for him. So like I fuck with that. Like, people like pursuing their dreams and it paying off. Period.
Yeah, y'all know I don't really
seems
fuck
funny
with
too.
rappers.
Like
I fuck with him.
whenever on the Revolt basketball tournament thing, like when he's doing commentary on there, he was funny. Every time I've seen pop up like on a interview or something like that, he's funny. So
he was showing little baby how to stretch.
Yeah, I just want more Jack Harlow. Like Jack Harlow be on the microphone and more things.
Don't get any.
You like him as a person?
Yeah. And I mean, the only like music stuff I have with him is I ran through that album one time, and then he was on Madden, and I watched him freestyle at Funk Flex, and he tore that down. He did good up there.
You gotta watch his Tiny Desk. That shit's hard.
I haven't seen
you
that
niggas
yet.
is legit fans.
He's straight. He's cool.
I just
credit where credit's due.
Yeah, spent 3 minutes telling you about how I have a passive interest in this guy, and I'm more so interested in him as a personality. And you said I'm a legit fan, but it's cool though. That's par for the course, Tonio.
You're a fan of him as a person.
Man. It's crazy.
Like
Tonio takes the first word you say and doesn't listen to shit.
He's zoning out. He's looking at his own shit in his head.
You guys named his album is nice, like 5 singles and where he came from. You guys definitely fuck with him. It's okay.
I said person.
I fuck with him. I ain't gonna cap. I fuck with him.
Yeah.
Jack Harlow, a top 5 white rapper all the time.
He ain't fucking with my boy Mac.
Not a long list.
Yeah,
not a long list.
You want to do this?
No. Yeah, go do it.
Top 5 white rappers of all time. 1 has to be Eminem. 2
does it
has to be Mac Miller.
Is
there been 5?
Where's Logic?
Logic's mixed, right? He don't.
Yeah, Logic's not white. If Logic's white, then Drake's
Lil
white.
Dicky, where Lil Dicky rank at then?
On the
Lil Dicky can actually rap.
He's like a gimmick to me. I don't know. Like
he started out as a comedian, right? Yeah, I consider him as like a gimmick too.
You got G-Eazy. Post Malone said he's not a rapper, but he's a rapper.
Okay, G-Eazy probably be.
That's an awful list.
He's in the 5.
Machine Kelly, where is he at?
Fucking awful list.
MGK just on freestyles. MGK just on freestyles.
Hey, MGK did wash your number 1 in a beef.
He got him. Yeah, he got 46-year-old Marshall Mathers out of here.
Definitely did. Got him the fuck out of here.
Yep, he wasn't even in here. You got him out of
here. Nah, he got a rise out of Eminem like a motherfucker. I don't care.
What do you say?
You guys like a list of white rappers?
A list of white rappers.
Maybe just a jog up some you guys' memory.
Fuck.
Sure.
All right. Eminem, A$AP Rock, Machine Gun Kelly, Yellow Wolf, the Beastie Boys, Mac Miller. You got Logic on here. That's not right. LP.
Why do you guys keep saying
yeah.
Lil Dicky,
G-Eazy,
Action Bronson, Macklemore.
Okay, no, I got it. I got my pocket.
Paul Wall, Bubba Sparks, Lil White, the Legend.
Wow.
Everlast, Asher Roth.
Drake's not on there though.
No, yeah, Drake's not white.
Drake looks like a black man.
Why is Logic white then?
No, I didn't count Logic on that list because I said he's not white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. And Bubba Sparks. They got Kid Rock on here. Fuck him.
Here's my gauge for being white. If Logic walked up to me and was like, "What's good, nigga?" I would have several questions. And if Drake did it, I'd be like, "Okay, you look mixed."
But which
I think it's just how they rap. You say that though, because if Logic rapped a different way, you wouldn't say that.
Whatever logic you're about to bring to this Logic argument, I don't want to hear it.
I'm saying because Logic looked wild when he had like the shaved head and all that, right? He looked absolutely nuts. If Drake did that same shit and walked up on you and said that, you feel the same way.
I've seen Drake with shaved head.
No, you haven't. Not like Logic. Like
biased. He biased.
I know when Tyrese called some of y'all nigga, you're like, wait a minute.
Who did this? Shout out to Tyrese.
Yeah.
Logic looked like
the bilingual brother.
Yeah, I know for a fact when Tyrese called you guys a nigga, you're like,
yo,
that's just happening.
I don't want to know what's business.
Don't.
We was in Mexico.
I've known him.
I found out he could speak Spanish. And then I didn't know why he could speak Spanish, but he didn't want to tell the Spanish people why he could speak Spanish.
packing one of y'all out.
You thought he was white, Blake?
No.
Oh.
It's when I found out that he could speak Spanish, but then he
Yeah.
told me why he can speak Spanish and why he can't tell him why he can speak Spanish.
Yeah, tell me later. Tell me off air.
I need to know this too.
Yeah, no, don't talk about it here, please.
Nope. Nah.
Yeah,
we
no, I
good.
said off
Shout
air.
out to him.
All right, can we skip the white rapper list and go into sports, please?
Well, all right. Well,
Me do
Paul
one
Wall was
punch.
number one.
No, I have my actual list though.
Oh, brother.
And this is just my list, not like it's not gonna fit everybody else. So I haven't listened to all these people. Eminem, Mac Miller, Action Bronson, LP, and then Asher Roth is number 5.
Okay.
I had a chef I used to work for. He thought A$AP Rock was like one of the hardest fucking rappers he's ever listened to in his life.
Never heard him.
I've never listened to him in my life.
Yo,
I kept
shout out
talking
to
A$AP Rocky forever.
You remember when I was arguing with Grace about best rappers ever, and then like Grayson said A$AP Rock, and I was hella mad because I thought he was talking about A$AP Rocky.
Bro, I was the same way. Like, who the fuck is that?
And this is like off the height of like his second. I'm like, yo, A$AP Rocky got like a good little following right now. He got 3 good projects, but he's not a top 5 rapper all time. What are you talking about?
He said A$AP Rock because that nigga like has used every word in the dictionary
over
the course of his career.
And then I clicked the song and I was like, oh yeah, fuck this.
Is A$AP Rocky a top 5 rapper ever from Harlem?
No. It honestly, it might be close because I was talking to this about somebody, but he might just because he got 3 good solid projects. 4 if you include the Cozy tapes.
So it's not a lot of people from Harlem, is what you're saying.
Cameron, Mace, Loon.
Loon edging out A$AP Rocky?
I would say Loon has enough to be in that conversation.
No,
Loon's nice.
I'm not arguing that he's nice for now. I'm just saying like you have enough catalog from Loon to say that he's better than A$AP Rocky.
G-Dep is from Harlem, right? Was G-Dep from Harlem?
You're not putting G-Dep above A$AP
No, I'm
Rocky.
just saying like I said what he's top 5 A$AP Rocky.
Okay.
He's top 5.
Is he better than Dave East?
Oh fuck, Dave East is from Harlem. A$AP Rocky, yeah, he got better shit than Dave East.
Yeah, he does.
Dave East doesn't have a project better than A$AP Rocky's first 3 projects.
Niggas still talk about Loon, G-Dep, and Black Rob like they had a hit after 2003.
Hey man, we're gonna do the Black Rob right now. Not right now.
Man, get well soon, Black Rob.
Socorro was going crazy over Black Rob this week.
Man,
his old employer.
Hope he doesn't die. I hope he's fucking alive. So
would you fight Puffy on site if you seen him and security wasn't there?
To rob him.
I might try.
Can I get the black card with the PIN number?
Dude,
Yes,
I really don't fuck with him, dude. Honestly,
I followed this TikTok that showed this woman was bringing up like I think she became with like 16 different rappers that Diddy's fucked over, like artists that Diddy's fucked over. And it's crazy. 16? Look at it. Well, she's doing like it's like part 1, 2, and 3, like 5 artists. I think she's done 3 of them already. Like, god damn, I don't even think she brought up Shine yet. Now that I think about it,
shout out to Danny Kane. He paid them and tried it layers.
I've been like probably on the defensive for Puffy more times than not, but it is absolutely wild. Like when you just like even if you didn't have anything directly to do with it, how many of his artists like end up in like bad situations, like terrible situations, and then you see the headline of him like, oh, he's worth $750 million now.
With that weak ass smile and them little ass teeth.
Yeah, black capitalism ain't the future, bro.
When what was it? Patrice O'Neal said he got dolphin teeth.
Hell yeah, he got dolphin teeth.
Oh yeah, man, Diddy ass. Whatever.
Yeah. I didn't even know the group B5 was with Bad Boy. They said they didn't see a dime, and they went on like a campaign on like, what you read the fine print on your deals. Like,
he was in the Bump 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 video, wasn't he? He was like doing the.
No, he said B5, not B2K.
Oh.
That was a Diddy song. No.
Nope. Hey, moving on.
B2K has some classic.
I'm gonna save y'all for yourself.
Canon, man.
Hey, Tyrell Antonio, would you guys agree with me on this? Does Eminem have a song better than Busybody?
Does Eminem have a song better than Busybody?
I can't think of a song I bumped before. Eminem song I bumped before Busybody.
Like Gucci said, you turn that on when you in the car with your lady?
So no, right?
No.
Thank you. All right, we can go on. What do you want to talk about next? Shout out to you.
Is Eminem better than Webby?
All right, let's relax.
No, man, I probably bumped Webby before I bumped Eminem.
I heard Webby will fly you an extra swisher if you go to his gas station and buy 3.
Oh my
Oh, I guess Boosie like squashed all their issues. I guess they're
He still worked there, motherfucker. He
They
did
finna
one
drop some
concert with
shit.
him.
Yeah.
They finna drop some
Boosie
shit,
can't
dude.
sponsor this shit with anybody.
Savage Life and Savage Life 2 are classics though. I can't believe that. But
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right.
So I've been listening to that dude Young Thug album. It's not really an album, it's a compilation album. Flying Language too.
First half is fire.
But I feel like the first album was really good. I loved it.
Oh.
This one has more range than the first one, and I feel like it's better in all those places where it tries to go too. I've been really enjoying it. It's only been out one day.
I didn't like the first one at all.
Slime
No?
Language was
Really? I liked it.
Say it again?
No, that was
Slime
Slimy season.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I didn't like Slime Language one.
Slime Language is with the slime language, like the hands. The slime language on the
Oh,
yeah.
fuck. I forgot about that too.
It was hard too. Yeah, that tape was hard.
But yeah, the first like 15 or so songs on this album are hard.
He blesses with 23.
That's a high-ass number.
Yeah,
he blesses it with 23 tracks and got features all over it. Yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah,
so I was looking at. I was like, damn, he got from Nav to Skepta. Going all through Drake.
Skepta came in and
Travis
sounded
Scott.
fine.
Boom.
Yeah.
The song he had with
Doug been working,
dude. You keep it. Yeah, no, that's just tough.
Doug's been working, and that tape with him and Chris Brown goes so slept on. That whole tape is fire.
Zaytoven put out a new project today too that I haven't gotten to listen
that
to.
too.
I hit play on it at work and realized immediately I cannot play it at work.
He ain't gonna give you no clout. Tell us about something you actually listened to. What the fuck?
Conway dropped today or last night.
Did you listen to it?
I listened to that.
I didn't finish.
I listened to it once though.
God damn it.
Benny definitely came on the track and blacked the fuck
Y'all
out.
trying to get backstage passes like a motherfucker. You don't know listen to this.
What? Anybody listening to Conway? Conway the hardest one to me. He my favorite.
Yeah,
that's not what I'm
I think he's
saying.
my favorite one too.
Talk about some shit you listen to.
Well, I listen to Slime Language too, and I listen to some of the Conway.
Hey, we keep it in the
All
buck.
right.
I've been listening to My Crazy Life all week.
There you go.
I'm not gonna lie to you. What I mostly been listening to has really been Detroit rap music, bro. I really fuck with Rio the Young OG and
Jay Swan?
like that. Who is that? Just send me some of them because I need some of them. Because that Dumb and Dumber by them tape is so fucking fire, bro. I love the disrespect. The disrespect shit is beautiful to me.
Gucci got another artist that dropped something last night too. Big Scar. That sounded all right. I was listening to that.
Yep.
And then Saweetie dropped a project. I know you guys are big fans of her.
Who?
Saweetie.
Oh yeah, man. She's had a rough these last few weeks. Like, got her Birkin snatched from her. She's getting torn up for just keeping it a buck on the Justin LaBoy show. Like,
oh yeah, I forgot.
An XO tour lifestyle.
Quavo put her in the walls of Jericho in the elevator.
it's all bad, man. That was the clothesline from hell he was trying to set up.
Have you seen those memes that come out that said how women see it? It'd be like the funniest, like fucked up shit.
No,
you know memes?
No.
They had like it was like how women see Quavo in the elevator. It's like a man like taking one off the top rope and throwing her down or some shit.
They thought it was like Thanos on Hulk.
Yeah, they had like shit like that. It's so damn funny. Like they did one with the old lady who be wrestling. They threw her off the top rope and like threw her on the table or some shit on the wrestling. I can't remember the old lady's name. Yeah, her. That old woman's funny. She be throwing it in people's faces and shit. You ever seen that?
I love
like
finish
move
project too. Pause.
Who?
I love McConan.
He got the project?
Who cares? What is that?
Hey man, he had like 2 or 3 projects that were just
No,
fire.
Hey, I kind of fucked with his music. Yeah,
I did.
I couldn't get into it.
He was. It sounded like he was like freestyling everything.
Yeah, it wasn't bad though. It wasn't bad though.
If you like weren't expecting like nothing to like really to blow you away like that, and just like he heard the beat and is just spitting some shit, it was all right.
He dropped.
What do you think his experiences were when making that album?
And this kind of follows under music, but what y'all think about that Usher story that came out this week?
With the money, I hear real nigga. I fuck with it. I fuck with the energy. Tough.
It was honestly less tight after I found out he actually paid. I liked it better when he stiffed everybody.
Hell yeah! I was like, oh shit, he ain't that innocent.
Oh my god, yeah. Sorry, Tony, me on the spill.
And then he posed with the suitcase full of his face money. Yeah, that was tight.
Oh my god, that's boss ass shit. That's some boss type shit though.
Oh my god, I'd love to do that at DJs or Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
This Usher story
he made it
was
rain
one
with his own money.
I needed the context from people who had more strip club experience than myself. And on the Joe Budden podcast, they were talking about that in strip clubs, there's always like a bitter stripper at the end of the night because the money didn't get split the right way or they didn't get what they thought they were supposed to get or whatever. And in that context of somebody making a tweet to complain about the fake money from Usher at the end of the night, it makes complete sense because they were saying all the scenarios how this could have happened. Like he threw a bunch of money, and then when it got to her, he threw the fake money, and so she thought she was going to get the Usher bag. She got the Usher bag.
She really got the Ush bucks though.
Well, Usher's people said it was a promo thing, so I imagine they were like, "Yo, somebody tweet that this is some bullshit."
Yeah, so it could have been something.
Like, the meeting earlier in the day or some shit when he came.
Yeah, he came in there. He probably spent like $20,000, but the one chick who got on the stage at the wrong time got the Usher box.
Oh, you know, she done had a long day and everything too. Classes ain't going right.
Yeah, man. Like,
I've only got V-Bucks left for you, baby.
So then she tried to get him out of here the next day. Then it's like, no, I'm in Vegas promoting my show in Vegas that I have a residency for. So actually,
imagine her like stuffing them. Imagine her like picking them up and looking at the books as she's pulling them away and like, damn. This nigga, you see this nigga's frohawk on the side, you're gonna be hot.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'd be so mad.
Imagine you in that strip club too, and you as like a dude, you like step on a couple of dollars, whatever, just try to like sneak some money, and you pick it up. It's like, oh shit.
If you had no idea who Usher was, like, how old would you say he was based on his appearance?
35.
I would say like mid to late 30s.
Yeah, he's like hella ambiguously aged. Like,
yeah, nigga, he is
like 32 to 43.
He got a mohawk. He got a fucking mohawk and shit.
Yeah, no.
I feel like he is young, like abnormally young for.
He just dropped the album like 2-3 years.
I feel like he was 17 for like 6 years when I was a kid.
Yeah, him and Beyonce are like the same age or some shit like that.
And she's one that always takes you off guard too.
When you type
Beyonce, you gotta be way older than Beyonce.
He's 40.
No.
He don't have to be way older.
Beyonce was wild young.
Yeah, when Jay-Z was corner. Jay-Z was he was at the set of the Smart Guy episode she was on. Like, yo, what's up?
Oh my god!
Wow.
If you go on Disney Plus and look at like the behind the scenes, you see Jay-Z waiting on Beyonce by her like room and shit.
Oh, you don't? I hate this nigga.
I'm just saying, man. I've heard people say she's a mail order bride, but whatever. It is what it is.
Beyonce's
No, man. She was fucking with Slim Thug too. How old was Slim Thug when he was fucking?
Hey, Beehive, he fed it, not us.
A mail order bride? How would you even get to that place? What is wrong with you?
You just get a
Beyonce was kind of fast then. Now that I think about it.
Core can't wait for us to get the camel hating hour.
Little ratchet ass.
Look at him! Look at him!
Y'all remember when this?
Somebody said she was a mail-in order bride.
Y'all remember when this was a sports podcast?
Yeah, still is. We can talk about sports.
We touch on all topics here, but
battle rap's a sport. Stripping's a sport.
Y'all don't want to talk about Quando Rondo spilling his soul to Angela Yee in the back of a Rolls Royce?
I didn't even watch the interview.
You didn't miss it.
I know he only been making music videos from goddamn prison cells and Avenger compounds and shit. That nigga cannot shoot a
nigga. He's been in the same backyard for every single video he's made.
He called Big U like, please let me go outside.
He said, I try to do some charity shit. Nigga,
I'm not saying he's not like pussy or nothing. I'm sure he's tough and all that stuff, but they're static. Like people
sound smart.
That's like, well, yeah, it's like there's you got a target on his back and like
unfairly.
No, I don't think Chicago guys have ever discriminated. Like, if you killed on the bars, it doesn't really matter if they were in the wrong. You're next.
It can still be unfair, but I know the situation. It can still be unfair though.
Like, hey, Bullets ain't got no names, and they got a whole clip of names for him.
Yeah, right. I seen Lil Reef do an interview this last week. I watched, and it was the most awkward shit of like someone that you know doesn't want to sit there and talk, but he did like 4 parts with this dude, like, and
with why?
I don't know. He like talked about like his childhood and stuff, and he said like, yeah, no, like we was like gangbanging like at 6. Like, oh my god.
Big rakes, nigga.
You see him just throwing the shit up, just walking around throwing it up. I'm like, yeah.
I thought it was a great interview, and I really enjoyed it.
Actually, yeah, tremendous work. Actually, just very inspiring. Like,
Very well spoken.
whatever you want to do, Reese, we're here for you. We support. This is a pro Lil Reese podcast.
I don't think he makes bad music. I think Lil Reese music ain't that bad.
When last time you heard a Lil Reese song?
Huh?
2013.
He's
about to cap.
Benji Chasing's probably my favorite Lil Reese song.
So when's the last time? Yeah, put another one on. That's what Ace Amin does. Every time someone caps in a round, he puts another hat on.
No, it's of course capping.
No, that's my favorite Lil Reese song.
When was the last time you heard one? Like, when's the last time you heard one?
I probably like over a year. Maybe like if I got my music on shuffle, like something will pop up.
No, it won't.
I got Lil Reese music in my phone.
He can't shoot you.
I'm telling you, I have this music in my phone.
I've got Lil Reese music in my phone too.
Not when the last time one played. Was the last time one like some new shit popped up? You're like, oh, Lil Reese, let me put this in the AirPods.
If I see something, I'll check a couple songs. I just
he's not answering. You know, he ain't seen shit.
Okay, I listen to everything, bro. I get everything.
I see it, I don't remember when I saw.
You haven't seen it though.
You still had a fade the last time you heard a Lil Reese song.
What was Lil Reese's last project?
Don't care. No one cares.
I like Lil Reese. He's not bad.
Oh my!
He can't shoot you, bro.
That's the point.
At one point, he was better than Lil Durk if we're keeping it above.
Oh my god, dude! Is Lil Reese in your
room
room
just
right
went
now?
on a run like this last 2 years?
Blink twice if Lil Reese is in your room.
Dude, even when Durk, signed to French Montana, like he signed to Trash and made some trash.
I'm not really Durk like that. I'm really listening to Durk like that.
That Durk Coke Boy shit. It really lasts long because French Montana's music fucking stinks. French Montana's might be like
I don't know how the fuck he's
artist, bro. Did you guys listen to French Montana's last album?
No, I've never listened to a French Montana
My
album.
Spotify told me I did.
Oh fuck!
Did it? Oh, you must have forgot about that shit quickly.
He was on the internet bragging about
he was hacking streams.
My album went gold in 5 minutes, and then you look at the track listing, like, bro, No Shopping and No Flocking came out 2.5 years ago. How the fuck is this on this album?
Yeah, you did not try to stuff a Drake Lucy on here and capitalize.
How could Max B be the one to get that time out there, man?
Because he got 75 years in prison?
No.
His best song is the Law and Order theme song.
He'll be home soon.
Our DP had me listening to a Max B project that came out like last year. That shit was kind of fire.
Oh, nothing.
Tyrell, please help us. Pull us out of here.
Jesus Christ. Niggas been talking about rappers we don't give a fuck about for 38 minutes. Did anybody have a player of the week or a stat they'd like to highlight this week?
You start. You prep.
Hey, man. I got you. So my team of the week, Tony, I pulled this one out especially for you. My team of the week is the 92-93 Dallas Mavericks. They had a league worst negative 1,246 point differential, which is beating the second worst team by negative 255 points. Which, if you're not sure what a point differential is, they were outscored by 1,246 points over a season of basketball. They finished 11-71. They attempted the fifth most field goals per game with 88, but they shot a league worst 43% from the field. They shot the 11th most three-pointers in a game. They shot 10 a game, which would be a quarter these days. They shot 33%, which was 12th in the league. They allowed their opponents to shoot the fourth highest number of field goals, which they shot 82 a game, and they gave up a league worst 50% shooting all season long. They gave up 35% from three, which at the time was above league average. Let me see. They also sent teams to the free throw line more than any other team. They sent people to the free throw line 37 times a game on average, and were giving up 28 free points a game. So outscored by, I think they were outscored by 15 points a game, giving up 28 points at the free throw line a game. They were also bottom 5 in the league in blocks, turnovers, fouls.
This is like the most trolling shit ever I've seen by this nigga in my life. The fuck?
They literally had the worst net rating in NBA history. Notable names on that team: they had Derek
Yeah.
Harper, who played 62 games. Jim Jackson played 28 games, and Tim Legler came off the bench for 30 games. But I saw negative 1,246, and I lost my mind because that is fucking incredible to get outscored by. I think they won one back-to-back game. Like, they had one win streak the entire season, as you could imagine. And they were averaging losing games by like 20 points, 15 to 20 points a game, every single game.
What year was this?
92, 93.
That has to be the worst single season team ever.
Yeah. Not by record, or by record.
Philly, bro, it's just that sounds like
by beating by the most points, they're the worst team ever.
That sounds equivalent to like a college team, like going to play in the league.
What year was this again?
92, 93.
So hold on, I want to see who they drafted with that pick the next year.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably nobody. Probably traded it like they love to do.
I'd rather say Van Exel, but no, I don't think he was there. Was he? What year did he get drafted?
That might have been the 93 or 94 draft. I could see that.
Popeye Jones and Lucius Harris.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no, my bad. Hold on. Jamal Mashburn and Darren Morningstar. So Jamal Mashburn probably was the pick. He was the fourth overall
Jamal
pick.
Mashburn was gone, 2 years later, I think?
Yeah, and was hooping somewhere else.
He played 3 years in Dallas and had a split year.
2-3 years later.
Yeah.
My player of the week.
But yeah, that was my team of the week.
My player of the week was Steph Curry, man. He does it all the time, bro.
Talk about it.
I think it says Steph Curry's dropped 29 3-pointers over like his last 3 games, the most over 3 games span in NBA history. I think he had in those games, he had 42, 53, 38. He shot 11 for 16, 10 for 18, 8 for 15 from 3 of them nights.
11 for 16 is dumb.
This nigga's playing 2K.
Yeah, no.
I don't know how he just, bro. It's like this nigga's just nice, bro. And it's not even like just the jump shots too, because he's mixing you the whole time and can get to the cup too.
Mm-hmm. And on a bad team where it's like, if Steph's not shooting the ball, no one's shooting the ball here.
So I think those games he averaged 40 points, shot 57%, bro.
That's insane.
50% from 3.
He's gonna be one of them players that like they bring up the numbers like 15 years from now, and it's gonna be like, okay, something was going on in that area. That's not right. Like, you can't really talk about him.
Yeah, it's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we'll have 4K video of all of it, because that
you can't cap out of this one.
Yeah, that brother is nice.
He was baking everybody.
The game where he broke Wilt's all-time Warriors scoring record. Richard Jefferson asked him after the game, like, I could tell you kind of wanted to break it in the first quarter. He was like, absolutely. Scored 19 points in the first quarter, which is exactly what he needed. Like, yeah, let me get this over with right now. There ain't no half-stepping.
Yeah, he just be turning up when he wants to. Nice.
I don't know what you do with like somebody like that. Because
their teammates.
Every traditional lesson in basketball about how to play defense and like where to guard on the floor, what shots to give up, it's wrong against Steph Curry.
It's everywhere.
Because he can bake you at the hoop too. It's not like you can just like let him go in there and do layups. Like, he's great there too. Like, it's just happens to be.
That makes it funnier with like a couple years ago, all the old dudes like Bruce Bowen and shit was like, you just guard him 94 feet. Like, okay, that doesn't really work. Or you trap him at half court. Okay, doesn't really work. ESPN
just did an article like that asking like Bruce Bowen, Ron Artest, and I think Tony Allen about how they would guard Luka Doncic. And another interesting thing of like what they think they would do. Like, I think Tony Allen said like, "Oh, I'm just gonna sit on his left hand and like not let him get to the step back." Because he shoots like a ridiculous percentage on that. So it's like, I'm just gonna make his game uncomfortable and make him go to that side or whatever. But another one of those things is people like breaking like
work like that though with Luka.
Yeah, it's like people that like break the rules of basketball.
I think that but these motherfuckers play today, they really can maneuver, bro, and it's different.
And there is no like, what do you do to stop him? Because most of what Steph does is like, cool, you sit on my right hand. Okay, I got off the ball. Now I ran through 5 screens and now I'm wide open. So it doesn't really matter that you did all that. Like, if we're playing and one ball and I'm one-on-one-ing you the entire possession, sure, you could stop him. But And even that don't really work.
No, it's like, yeah, you're stuck in Kevon Looney's armpit, and I got 4 inches of space. I'm going up.
Yeah.
And the way Steph them shoot is like, bro, you could literally have your hand right there. They still gonna hit that.
Ain't
Don't
gonna matter.
matter.
My player of the week, Julius Randle. So before the game tonight, where he dropped 44 on the Dallas Mavericks and helped our draft position,
Jesus Christ.
he was
These
averaging
niggas hate the Mavericks, dog.
for this week. He was averaging 30 points a game, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 36% from deep, 45% from the floor. Yeah, just unbelievable performance. Like this whole entire season from him. This week, another feather in the cap. He dropped tonight on 16 to 29 shooting, 6 of 11 from deep, dropped 44 points, 10 boards, 7 assists, a steal, a block. Like,
Oof, I love a Laker legend, man. That's crazy.
yeah,
you're not doing that.
he's different. Oh, and in this week too, he did beat the Lakers too. So throw that in there. But yeah, that's definitely my play of the week. Honorary mention to Akil Badu, still killing it. Another honorary mention to Jazz Chisholm,
Oof.
also killing it. Also on the
Jazz
fantasy
Chisholm makes me
team.
want to go buy 6 more chains tonight.
I want to get my first chain.
Let me tuck that in real quick.
He's been going off.
That
But,
boy is
I have to get on my baseball game. I'm not taking advantage of this MLB.
Hey, every time I see a baseball highlight, it's a black man doing something, so I'm about to start watching.
There's a lot of us, and
It
we're
used to
doing
be
very well.
Dexter Fowler and no one else. So I'm
Nah,
out here now.
you wasn't paying attention.
D. Gordon was there. I don't know. I wasn't looking at nobody else. I thought
Those are
Robinson
2 completely different eras.
You know what's crazy? It's crazy how the older generation was like super baseball fans and stuff like that, but then like our generation kind of like wasn't as big baseball fans like that. Like, I mean, like it's like black people. Like, a lot of people like. I feel like that's how it was, but
it feels that way. But it's really it's an age thing. Period. Baseball's had a hard time keeping fans into the game as other sports have gotten more entertaining and found more ways to reach out to younger crowds. Baseball has been very much trying to stick to tradition and old stuff, and that's been hard. There was actually I have it on the list here, a story this week because Anthony Edwards didn't know who A-Rod was. If baseball has failed reaching out to young black people. And I probably should have actually read this link, but I was just looking for something to link to the Anthony Edwards thing. I personally feel like it's just an issue with them reaching out to the youth, period.
Yeah, like Anthony Edwards was born in like what, the 2000s? Like, it's not that surprising that he doesn't know who Alex Rodriguez is.
It kind of is.
I mean, but he's a household name, I feel like, though.
Because he played baseball is why I would have thought he would have known him.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time,
Anthony Edwards, for the most part, is an interesting case because he's like, I watch football and don't really watch anything else.
He didn't watch basketball, did he?
Yeah, he's like, I don't watch basketball. I watch football, played football, and didn't watch anything else. But no, I still think there is the point of like, we grew up around all black folks and know like a handful of black folks that played baseball, let alone watched it. Like, I don't know, like I don't have many friends who like really paid attention to baseball like that. And part of it is like the game is boring, but like there was no real engagement for us to play baseball growing up. Like
I definitely played baseball because of Griffey and because he was black as a kid. And then once
I
got
older, the travel leagues and the pay-to-play leagues, that shit was way too expensive for us to think about playing.
So
it wasn't even more expensive than AAU basketball. We know all the people that played that.
But if you play AAU basketball, you were probably good enough at like, I just picked up a basketball, went to the court, and now I'm nice. I play for my school, and now I'm nice. So I know I'm going to like. I didn't play AAU basketball, even though I played basketball all the time.
It's the same thing with baseball.
Different. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I know. I played baseball all through my youth.
You're the only person I know who's like. We know a handful of people who play baseball through their youth.
You don't have to be that good to play.
Did anybody else on this podcast play baseball growing up?
I played it 1 year.
Like, yeah, that's not the same.
I played more big years of baseball than I played football.
We could go to a park and go get a 10 of right now to hoop. Like, what? That's not the same at all.
No, but I'm saying like AAU isn't like, it's not a free thing. It's a thing you have to invest time and money.
But like, to even know that you're good enough to play AAU, like, is easier to find out than like, oh yeah, I went and played baseball this week. Like, you got to make a concerted effort to go find out that you're good at baseball to pay to play in an RBI league.
You might feel like
AAU
that about baseball, but I'm telling you, it's the same thing about AAU. You might feel like that about baseball because it wasn't around you, but I'm telling you, it's the same thing with AAU. It's the same thing.
You don't have to be that good to
I
play AAU
can't
basketball,
agree.
bro.
I
I
can't
played
agree with you at all.
AAU.
You don't have to be the same thing. You don't have to be that good to play travel baseball either, like Legion or
I'm not
anything
even.
like
I
that.
guess I'm not talking about as good, but like niggas ain't just like, oh yeah, let's go to the park and play baseball.
You need
No,
too many
because
people.
getting 9-on-9 is very hard to do.
Yeah, so, but I'm saying like for basketball, like to even get to a point of playing AAU, like oh yeah, I hoop every day. I know I like to hoop. I'm gonna go play on an AAU team. I'm
Yeah,
not about to be
sports.
like, oh yeah, mom, sign me up for the RBI team because I played catch once.
You would play for Metro Park for the City League first, and then you would find out
Which
you have.
niggas wasn't doing it. That's what I'm saying.
It was free. It was free or like $20 at most.
Which niggas wasn't doing is what I'm
I know football
saying.
was like $100 or something like that when we were kids. To
Not
play.
for
And you
Metro Parks.
you could get a waiver for that. It was
Yeah,
like
you could get a waiver.
$150
Yeah,
and you can get a waiver for it.
Yeah, like it. I don't know why people weren't signing up for it. I mean, I'm saying I did play it. Like I said, I played that more
All right.
years than I played football.
Well, the
And
article
I
you
saw
posted
people
is
leave there to go play for the Legion team because they would come practice on the same fields as us or after us, or be at like Heidelberg or Peck or whatever the same time we were there, and it would be like, oh, we played against them last year. Now he's on this travel team. I don't know. Yeah. AAU basketball seemed farther away to me than it did to play like travel baseball. But I know
so
like now growing up looking at it, it's like it's the same thing.
I guess. Well, so what do you think the disconnect is then?
he probably knew more people playing AAU basketball or baseball than basketball, and we probably knew more people that play AAU basketball than baseball.
Yeah, I think it's when I got to middle school, I met more people. I knew more people that played AAU basketball than did played travel baseball. But I think the disconnect is like it is similar to what you said. Like with basketball, all you need like you can play basketball with like one other person. You can do 1-on-1, right? That doesn't exist in baseball. You'd have someone throwing to you and you're hitting, but now you guys both have to go out to the outfield to grab the balls back or whatever. You need more people.
I think it's more of a slower game too compared to other games too.
Well, and maybe like the flat cost of getting into baseball costs more too, because if both people, or at a minimum, if it's two people that are just doing like just BP, right? You need a ball and you need a bat, and a bat itself for a kid is expensive. Then you get to everyone needs a glove, and a glove doesn't have to be expensive, but it can be. By expensive, I mean like over $100. That's not uncommon.
I didn't even know they got that expensive.
Yeah, it all depends. You probably won't buy one for like your kid who's like in fourth grade playing city league baseball. That'll be like $30, $20, whatever. But as you get to like middle school and you want to get like actual serious equipment, it gets more expensive. Bats like were like $140 for like a D Marini like -3 nice bat that like makes a good sound and all that stuff. So it can add up, but that's not like entry level equipment. That's not what you're buying for the first time when you get into it. But for basketball, literally all you need is a ball and bodies. So I understand from that aspect. If
Yeah.
you have absolutely nothing, like basketball is way easier to get to. But as far as like actually getting to the travel league stuff, it's not any more effort than it is to get to travel league basketball. It's the same thing. It's I guess. Yeah.
I guess I'm talking about leading up to. I guess I shouldn't say, once you're in a travel league, but shit, I didn't know a travel league for baseball existed until I got to like junior year of high school when them niggas started traveling. So like that is definitely completely different. Like we knew people who were traveling for AAU games in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. And I'm sure baseball players were doing that too, but I didn't know that existed.
I knew people like
now
going to
that I
like
think about
ABC
it.
camps in middle school for basketball, and like that shit was unheard of to me. Like
Actually, my brother actually was on a baseball team for like a couple years. Now that I think about it, damn. Now that I think about it, I didn't even realize that. So he was
even with the article you posted, Blake, 8% of opening day rosters in 2020 featured black players were made up 8% of those opening rosters. So there's some sort of disconnect if the other two sports are 60-70% black. Like it starts somewhere. You can't say it's exactly the same.
I'm not arguing against that at all. I mean, I think they have an issue targeting young people, period. But at the same time, it's like for baseball to establish itself in places where black people are large in numbers, it would require like a civic investment as far as like renovating some type
Like-
of space to make a
Like
field.
fields and shit. And
Exactly.
lawns.
You have to make a field. You have to maintain the grass on the field. You have to maintain the surface on the field. You can't just put down some concrete and some lines and leave it and then it's good like basketball does or football. A lot of times we all come up to like through the schools. It's not really you're not playing outside of that really. So it's even like NFL players talk about like their high school they came from. You're not playing like on travel teams in football. You're playing for your high school.
No,
so
yeah, football. That's new for like 7-on-7 travel leagues. That's
Yeah,
like
7-on-7.
Yeah,
Like
and that's a
past decade.
regional thing too. That's not everywhere. It's like if you're like in California, Texas, or the South, like
yeah,
you might involve yourself in those. But other than that, it's most of the time you're coming out of your high school.
yeah.
And that's like an established thing that's paid for by the city. It's not like, you don't need something outside of that.
Yeah, well, baseball boring as hell. Who gives a fuck? R.I.P. Jamal Murray and his ACL. Tore his ACL this week. Looks like he will miss the rest of the season, and I imagine a little bit of next season. No, he'll probably be back for next season. But what y'all think that does to Denver? Like, I feel like any
Nothing, man.
maybe I don't think they're making it out the first round at this point.
It depends on
Play
who
all
they
in the
play.
first round. They're getting out of there.
Yeah, they're playing the Lakers or the Clippers, and they're not making it out of the first round.
They just got excited because Anthony Davis can walk on his own two legs this week. So I'm not really worried. Y'all ain't doing shit.
Okay, that sounds good. He got cleared for on-court practice. Don't mean he can only walk.
Oh,
He's been
boy.
walking great. He's been looking
Oh,
great
boy.
on the sideline.
They star player back.
Like, I'm a real boy.
Talk about you just mad because you don't know what it's like to have good players on your team.
Sorry, we have two.
Do you?
Do you trust y'all
It's a fact.
future with Julius Randle?
Yeah.
All right.
But
Crazy.
everybody ain't put some respect on Julius Randle's name. Shakur, you don't have a team, but he'd have done your team in too.
No, Julius Randle's a hooper. He's nice.
Yeah.
They got some.
doing it.
They got
Knicks
some
have the
talent.
top 3 defense in the league. Shout out to RJ Barrett on the perimeter holding it down.
They got RJ
Yeah,
Barrett. They
that's
got
crazy.
Quickly. They got
RJ Barrett shooting like 40% from deep over the last like
Look at all that needs.
45 games, something like that.
I think
Are you
it's a
top
good
3 or are you
shot,
number
man.
1?
Huh?
Are you top 3 or are you number 1? Because the Lakers still have the number 1 defense in our league with our best 2 defensive players.
Number 3 in what category?
Defense. You just said defense.
I don't know. What's category?
Yeah, I'm asking you what you just said. I'm not talking about.
We have the top
category.
3
You said top
defense.
3
We're number 3 in I think points allowed.
We got the number 1 defense in the league. That's all that matters.
Which category are you basing
Net
the whole entire
rating.
defense on?
Net rating.
Net rating is like based on how much you score versus how much they score. What does your defense give up? We're leading the league in sub 100-point games given up. Where are you guys at?
Probably close. I don't have the stats
probably
memorized.
close.
I'm sorry. I just know we're the number 1 defense in the league.
Okay.
Hey, I can't. Hey,
That's
you,
cool. You're giving up
where y'all
19
at?
100-point games. That's it.
Let's see, what place y'all at, Blake?
I think 4th or 5th.
You think y'all gonna win a playoff series this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna play the Hornets.
That was halfway. Yeah, he don't know.
They ain't no halfway.
Yeah, he don't know. I heard. Yeah.
We're gonna win
no.
a series and have your lottery pick.
What team do you feel like y'all need to play that best chance to get? out
It
the
don't
first round
matter.
anyway?
Give us Brooklyn. We'll get them out of here for you.
All right.
It's a fact. They've got it. We've lost twice on some bullshit to them. Give us
Dude, you know
Brooklyn.
what's going to happen. I feel like
right
the
now,
Knicks
the
gonna get
Knicks are
swept
the-
or something, but Julius Randle gonna end up playing somewhat decent, and Blake gonna run with it for next year.
Right now, the
What's gonna
Knicks are
happen?
the 6th seed. They're
Oh,
a
he's
half
at the
game
4.
back in the loss column behind Boston and Atlanta. But if the playoffs started today, they play Milwaukee.
We would get Giannis out of here.
Hey,
Him
I think
and
they were-
we would get Budenholzer fired.
That would be entertaining as hell.
Are you shitting
Nah,
me?
The Bucks is shit in the playoffs, but I still think they beat you.
When Reggie Bullock is locking up Giannis for 48 minutes and y'all are, oh my.
You don't even need to worry about locking up Giannis in the playoffs. You can let him score 48 a game. You can still beat that team.
You're gonna be like, man, how is Reggie Bullock this slept on? This is crazy, bro. He's really good.
He's not slept. He was a former Laker. I know he ain't.
If someone's gonna pay him
Stank.
$16 million next year, he's gonna go over there and stink.
Develop talent over there. Nobody play good for y'all that come from there. Laker players just be out there just thriving.
Get on the lift, man. Let's get out of here. What are we doing?
Sports at the beginning.
I did see a stat about Paul George. Paul George is 6 of 50.
You put it on that one?
Counter go-ahead field goal attempts in the fourth quarter and overtime.
He's what?
Hey, it's a great thing we can read that.
6 out of 50.
On go-ahead shots in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, or game-time field goals in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Why is Skip Bayless not crushing him for not having a clutch gene?
No, that's a crazy stat. And then I also saw that today would be Joe McKnight's 33rd birthday, but he got killed a couple years ago.
Damn.
Joe McKnight?
Yeah. Remember Joe McKnight?
Damn.
The dude murdered him in like the traffic incident, whatever. Like,
yeah, the road rage shit.
Yeah.
Rip.
Dog Blake.
Giggle, ha ha.
What's so funny about that?
Nothing's funny.
Blake's a piece of shit. What else? We got LaMarcus Aldridge retired this week due to Andre Drummond putting him in the torture chamber. Had his heart racing.
Yeah. That's so fucked up.
Am I lying?
Why did this nigga just sit on a bench and just take the bag and get out of here? What are you doing?
Because his heart don't beat right. If asking him to play all could be life or death.
Yeah, Andre Drummond shooting 47% at the hoop against him made him get the fuck out of here.
Did he give him the too small gesture or not?
No, you're right. That clip is running through his mind right now. 7-time All-Star. He's like, he said I'm too little.
Yeah.
His heart was beating fine before that. He was okay before that.
This, yeah, sure.
Am I lying?
Yeah, killed this man.
He was in great health. All in the last 2 years, he was in great health. Played one game.
Was he in great health though?
Allegedly, according to him, he was on my fantasy team this year, hooping.
Does him retiring make you like Andre Drummond more?
No, it has no effect. It has no effect.
You better.
It has no effect.
When y'all have Andre Drummond and Anthony Davis leading you in the playoffs because Braun wasn't coming back. What if y'all have Drummond, Anthony Davis, and Caruso? Where do y'all finish?
All Caruso got to do is call AD or Kyrie and make a
That's back to back.
Over. Oh man. Oh, niggas is haters.
Shout out to Marcus Aldridge, man. Me and him.
He just muted him.
He just moved his mouth. He muted himself.
All right. Dwayne Wade bought into the Jazz today. and a partial owner.
Go ahead, hot take it.
Shout out to Gabrielle Union. She be eating ass.
Why do you think he chose that team?
I think it's more so get him where you can. And he had a friend that was inside the ownership group for that team already. So.
Oh, okay. The dude that just bought in is friends with him?
Something, yeah. The dude from Qualtrics, Ryan from Qualtrics.
Okay. I'm assuming that's the main dude. I would assume that he would have bought a little piece of the Heat first before he bought a piece of the Jazz.
Is it Mickey Harrison that owns the Heat?
Yeah, he they offered him something before, but they couldn't agree to terms. Mickey Harrison tweeted about it today. He's like, he was upset that him and Dwayne couldn't come to an agreement or whatever, but he said he's happy for him to get into the ownership stake.
Nigga, you the one that couldn't come to the agreement. What you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot of money and a lot of whatever. They might have tried to
feel somebody that looked like Myers Leonard. They would have got a deal faster.
Why do you? They got him the fuck out of there. Why are you trying to make it seem like they're
somebody that looked like him? I didn't say Myers Leonard specifically.
You don't. They wouldn't have done that.
They didn't value that black man's contributions to that franchise, man.
No, I think they probably considered the fact that him being there would have dropped the value for everybody. So they might not have given the same number the Jazz did, because the Jazz are not in like an attractive place like Miami.
Yeah, fuck Utah.
I agree. I've been there. I didn't like it.
I can agree there. Drove through the whole landscape, looked like Katie hair.
Oh my god,
Katie hair.
Katie be wearing the Marvin Gaye beanies now.
He should. That picture came out of his hair in the off season. That nigga
he should just
all shit up.
He should just go all in off that hair and get braids.
It should be looking like Oreo dust. Like shit weird.
It looks like niggas put Velcro strips on his head. And like
I'm not talking about anybody's hair because I'm going through it over here. So.
Like when
like if you refuse to see a barber.
Like when you got like Velcro
I'm
shoes.
Not going to no damn barber. What is this? What's going on here?
He probably one of them niggas that get defensive when you say something about his hair too. He prideful now. That's what he known for. So he keep it.
Have y'all ever
Where's it going?
Have y'all ever had like shorts that like when you wash them too much, like they get all the little fuzz balls on them because you wash them too much. That's what his head looked like.
Y'all have good hair.
Blake is dying. Oh my god.
It does. That's
I think his scalp looked like it's been too close
right.
to the sun.
Fuck that noise. Y'all think Julian Edelman's going to the Hall of Fame?
Fuck no.
Yes.
Stop it.
The Patriots Hall of Fame.
I think his playoff stats are good, but
the Kent State Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the
He's
white
going to take
receiver.
Aaron Hernandez. He's not even the best Kent State player of all time.
You don't got to be the best to be in the Hall of Fame. It's a hall. You don't have a hall for one person.
It's hilarious. He ain't the best
He
nowhere.
6,000 receiving yards.
They put his stats next to Hines Ward's, and Hines Ward blows.
They were
up
double
in
everything.
water.
He can't
And
even
literally everything.
And they
I thought that it was funny. Pro Football Reference has a Hall of Fame monitor like stat, and 105 basically is like what you need to be like into the Hall of Fame. Is average for a Hall of Fame wide receiver for the NFL. Julian Edelman has 36.
Jesus Christ!
Okay.
Why are we
and this ain't the shit on Julian Edelman hour, but because he did have a hell of a career, he had a lot of big moments for the playoffs. Like he's a hell of a big time receiver.
Yeah,
rather go to the Bucks. Watch.
But boy, was sports media reaching for a story this week.
Dog, that shit was crazy, and they've been doing it the past couple of years. Especially anytime they do something in the playoffs, they're like, "Wow," and they'll just say like, "Yo, future Hall of Famer." Like, did I miss something?
It's not ubiquitous. It's not happening everywhere, but it's happening more times than it should for his.
It was happening everywhere when Tom was still there. They would just say, "Yeah, like he's got
a
future Hall of Fame receiver."
No, it was pretty.
It was in the
it was
places
on
that
Fox
mattered.
Sports Center. It was on Fox.
It was a conversation. It wasn't, but there would be just as much opposition as there would be support. If not more opposition.
It wasn't really opposition because they were just addressing him as that. Like it wasn't even the conversation. It was just like, yeah, you know, future Hall of Fame Julian Edelman's on the team. Okay, you don't gotta agree for it to be true.
Marshall Falk is
true or not. Neither of us can prove this. I just feel like I feel like it was brought up. I don't feel like it was agreed upon.
Marshall Falk has more receiving yards than Julian Edelman as a fucking running back.
Shout out to Marshall Falk.
No,
shout out to Julian Edelman.
A legend.
Fuck Julian Edelman.
Why? And then I guess lastly, y'all think Mac Jones is gonna fall out of the first round?
No,
he's going third overall because he's because
everybody may not have
white, and he's good though. But still, he's definitely. I don't know. It's just.
I don't think it'll matter in the slightest.
I don't think it'll matter either. It shouldn't matter. You did some shit when you were 13. Like, no.
For those who haven't seen, Mac Jones may or may not have been in a costume dressed up as Obama, aka Nobama, wearing dreadlocks under a blackface-ish mask. Posted to his sister's Twitter account when he was from 2012 when he was 13 years old. So can't really hold much to that because you 13, somebody tells you to put some shit on, you put the shit on.
Yeah, and honestly, like dressing up as a president, not problematic. Dressing up as a president and making the funny part about them is that they're black, and now you're trying to go extra on that by adding a dreadlock wig. That's problematic. But
a dreadlock wig to a nigga with a Caesar.
Like perfectly maintained, like never fucked up through his whole entire 8-year run. Yeah. But yeah, like you can't do that part of it. But 13 years old, this happened in 2012. Says as much about his parents as you may think it says about him. There's a lot of time since then. A lot of things have happened since then. It's a conversation that definitely has to be had with whoever selects him, but it shouldn't affect his.
What I said the first time we talked about him, I don't trust a quarterback whose real name is McCorkle. Don't fuck with it. Don't like it.
Wild. It's wild. That tells me you come from a region.
Nigga, McCorkle Jones is a name.
That sounds like a fucking Klansman.
Likely. He's probably a junior.
It doesn't sound like a Klansman.
The McCorkles?
No, that's his first name.
That's his first name.
Yeah.
You don't tell your kid that if he's not racist.
Like
yeah,
he was
Mac
rolling
Jones'
around
name
with,
is McCorkle Jones.
With Dutch and Lomar Red did.
Yes, wow.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He doesn't sound like a gun-toting motherfucker.
No, that sounds like a fucking noose-toting motherfucker.
You think it's that because his
McCorkle Jones?
You understand that there are different areas of the country where people have different names.
Yes. And I don't want to be in that area.
I don't want to know nobody personally named McCorkle now that I think about it. Oh man,
Y'all up there with the Aidens and the Zavens and the
It's like if you're going to school and you're like, oh, we got a new kid named McCorkle Jones coming to school. He's gonna sit next to you. Like, no, the fuck he's not.
His name would have been Mac, and you'd have been like, okay.
Yeah,
you're like, no, his name is McCorkle Jones. All right, so
Let me find out our Mac's name is McCorkle. I'm blocking him immediately.
It's not. His is actually a.
That's what he tells us.
I'm about to start calling him McCorkle now. Oh, this is funny. I'm about to start calling him McCorkle.
Shout out to Matt because he listens to this every single week, and I appreciate it. He hits me up and talks about it.
If he makes it this far into the podcast, let him know I hate McCorkle.
He will, and he'll let you know about it.
Shout out to McCorkle.
We got 3 hours in before we talk about sports.
It won't be 3 hours. It'll
be
like
football and wasn't good at it. He'd definitely get.
All right, we done? Because I got a question for y'all after this.
Let's get it. Is this the plantation question?
No. It's got to be recorded. For planning shit. Either way, so thank y'all for coming out, checking out episode 5, making it this far. We appreciate it. Please stay safe out there. Especially if you're black and you're getting pulled over by the police. Definitely stay safe because they're not fucking around right now. So
can I give a shout out before we turn the show on?
Sir, the floor is as much yours as it is mine.
I'd like to give a shout out to LaShante Hecker. You've been killing it on IG. Respond to my DMs and let me love you.
She go by her real name and like the whole thing?
Yeah, that's her real name.
And she didn't even got like.
We've had conversations on Twitter before. Just search my name.
All right, LaShante Hecker. The ball's in your court, baby. What you gonna do, man? Don't leave my boy out here hanging.
Oh! Shout out to all the beautiful ladies that got drafted in the WNBA last night.
Shout out to y'all too.
I'm a fan. I will be copping some.
Don't lie.
I'm not buying a jersey.
Watching.
No, I'll check out a few games.
All right, will you?
Yeah, I'm
buy a jersey.
Get hit.
He's lying.
Oh, brother.
Okay. Hit like respectfully.
Thank you for tuning in.
You're all right, Craig. Get the